will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks broadcast network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks official Facebook page or YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in. Complete coverage of today's game. The box office is now open for individual ticket sales. Box office hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can also purchase your tickets by calling 631-940-TIXX, going online to liducks.com, or visiting our mobile app. Season ticket packages and 10-game mini plans are also available. To find out more information and secure your seats, please call 631-940-3825 to speak with someone in our ticket office. Get your business recognized by hundreds of thousands of Long Islanders by taking advantage of the advertising and sponsorship opportunities currently available with the Long Island Ducks. For more information, please call 631-940-3825, extension 106, or check us out on the web at liducks.com. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups with as little as 25 people to as many as 2,000. We offer block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, our exclusive Smoke and Owls party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the Dream Team. Group ticket packages are on sale now. For more information on Ducks group outings, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours to speak with our group sales department. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle Inn Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking the merchandise icon. For more information, please contact our Merchandise and Client Relations Manager at 631-940-3825, extension 110. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Now, kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825, extension 102. Quacker Jack, voted by fans as the best Long Island mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825, extension 102, to find out more information and to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily. You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks broadcast network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks official Facebook page or YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. The box office is now open for individual ticket sales. Box office hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can also purchase your tickets by calling 631-940-TIXX, going online to liducks.com, or visiting our mobile app. Season ticket packages and 10-game mini plans are also available. To find out more information and secure your seats, please call 631-940-3825 to speak with someone in our ticket office. Get your business recognized by hundreds of thousands of Long Islanders by taking advantage of the advertising and sponsorship opportunities currently available with the Long Island Ducks. For more information, please call 631-940-3825, extension 106, or check us out on the web at liducks.com. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups with as little as 25 people to as many as 2,000. We offer block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, our exclusive Smoke and Owls party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the dream team. Group ticket packages are on sale now. For more information on Ducks group outings, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours to speak with our group sales department. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle Inn Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking the merchandise icon. For more information, please contact our Merchandise and Client Relations Manager at 631-940-3825, extension 110. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Now, kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825, extension 102. Quacker Jack, voted by fans as the best Long Island mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825, extension 102, to find out more information and to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily. You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page or YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game.
This is Long Island Ducks baseball.
Justin Davies at the plate, the winning run at third. Crowd going nuts. Swung on, bouncing ball left side, off the mitt, up third baseman Brad Strauss. Here comes Willie Rodriguez. Justin Davies has done it again. The Ducks are one flag away from the championship. Jason Johnson makes the catch. He makes the catch, and the Long Island Ducks have swept the Camden River Sharks. They are the 2004 Atlantic League champions.
Going back is Adam Bailey. He settles under it. He makes the catch. Adam Bailey makes the catch. And for a second straight year, the Atlantic League trophy will reside on Long Island. The Ducks are the Atlantic League champions. Swinging a ground ball, hit toward short, charging in his lines. He fields, throws to first. The comeback is complete. From 2-0 down in the series, the Long Island Ducks have won 3 in a row at home. And for the 5th time in franchise history, they will head to the Atlantic League Championship Series.
And now it's time for the Long Island Ducks pregame show.
We are live here at PeoplesBank Park in New York, Pennsylvania. It is time once again for Long Island Ducks baseball. And on this Sunday afternoon, the Ducks will look to complete a 3-game sweep on this field for the second time this year. It's the Ducks and the York Revolution in the finale of a 3-game series. Well, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Michael Pollack. I'll be bringing you the play-by-play for all of today's action. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network, coming to you on liducks.com, Facebook Live, and youtube.com/DucksBaseball. Ducks have continued to swing the bat well in this ballpark this year and against the Revolution this year. A tremendous performance by the Ducks offense last night as they beat the Revolution 12-8. Long Island pounding out a season-high 19 hits in a single game. They also put together a single-game high for home runs in a game this year as they hit 4 in last night's victory. David Washington with his second multi-homer game of the year. Steve Lombardozzi had one, as well as Daniel Fields. And so the Ducks end up getting out to a big early lead. The Revolution almost came back. They got to within 2 late in the ball game, but the Ducks were able to hold the Revs there and add some insurance to come away with the victory late. And with the wins, Long Island has now won 4 in a row, their first 4-game winning streak of the year. Going back, they have won 6 of their last 7 games and 7 of the last 9, going back to that 11-0 loss down in High Point, North Carolina. So the Ducks are playing some of their better baseball this year. They're now 12 games over 500 overall. That is a new high watermark for the year. 23-11 on the season. They're 20-7 here against the Freedom Division, and now 13-6 away from Bethpage Ballpark. As for the Revolution, they are reeling. They have dropped 7 straight games since a win over the Barnstormers here last Saturday. They have dropped to 11-24 this year. They're now 11 games behind the Skeeters in the Freedom Division. York sitting in 3rd place. They're 7-14 here at home and 4-17 against the Liberty Division. It's been a struggle for the Revolution this year, but they will try and claim a win in the finale of this 3-game series here today before they head down to North Carolina. As for the Ducks, they'll try and go for the sweep of this series before they head to New Britain, Connecticut. Here on the pregame, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll recap yesterday's game with some of the audio highlights included. So don't go anywhere. We'll have baseball coming up shortly this afternoon.
Hey fans, this is manager Wally Backman, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
We asked people across Long Island, what does energy efficiency mean to you?
Energy efficiency? It means finding ways to save a few dollars on my electric bill each month.
PSEG Long Island is introducing smart technologies that let you control just how much energy you use.
To me, it really is important to keep Long Island green so future generations can enjoy our island's beauty.
And we're partnering on renewable sources that will keep Long Island sustainable for generations. Discover all of our energy efficiency programs at psegLiny.com/efficiency.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owl's party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Michael Pollack with you back here at PeoplesBank Park in York, Pennsylvania, as we get ready for today's game between the Long Island Ducks and the York Revolution. The Revs doing a nice job before the game, celebrating Cancer Survivors Day presented by Visiting Angels. They had a parade around the infield for cancer survivors to be greeted by the crowd as they came into the ballpark today, and a couple of those cancer survivors just throwing out ceremonial first pitches. Really well done by the Revs. Let's recap yesterday's game for you. A 12-8 win for the Ducks following up their 6-2 victory over the Revs on Friday night here at PeoplesBank Park. And the teams traded runs in the first innings yesterday. For the Ducks, it was Kirk Neuenheis with an RBI single, and for the Revs, an RBI base hit by Telvin Nash. But the Ducks offense would really get going in the second inning. Dan Miner on the hill and David Washington leading off for the Flock. 1-0 is rocketed in the air to deep center field. J.P. Sportman going back to the warning track. He's at the wall. He looks up, and you can forget it. David Washington with a mammoth solo home run over the center field wall. His 9th of the year ties him with Telvin Nash for the league lead, and the Ducks go right back in front 2-1 here in the second inning. First of a big day for the Ducks in terms of the home run department, so Washington's solo blast puts the Ducks in front. With 1 out of the inning, Daniel Fields single to left, Rando Moreno double to left center, and with 2 outs, Steve Lombardozzi came up. The pitch, high fly ball deep in the air to right. Going back is Dotel to the warning track. He's at the wall, and you can forget it. Up onto the lawn seating area in right field, a 2-out, 3-run home run off the bat of Steve Lombardozzi, his second home run of the season, and the Ducks extend their lead to 5-1 here in the second inning. So a 3-run blast for Steve Lombardozzi, who had 1 home run all of last year. He's got 2 this year. And the Ducks at that point led it 5-1. The homers would keep coming in the third inning when, with 1 out, Washington came back to the plate. 1-1. High fly ball again deep to right center field. Sportman goes back, and we'll watch this sail up onto the lawn seats. Another solo home run for David Washington. Make it 10 on the year for Wash. He is the first Duck to double digits in 2019, and the Ducks now lead it 6-1. Second multi-home run game of the year for Washington. That made it a 6-1 lead, and after a base hit from Ramon Cabrera, it was Daniel Fields' turn to get into the action. Here's Fields to the plate. First pitch, swings and drives it high in the air, deep to right center. Dotel going back to the track. He's at the wall, and you can forget it. The fourth home run of the night for the Ducks is a 2-run blast to right center off the bat of Daniel Fields. His second home run in as many days. It is homer number 6 on the year for Fields, and Long Island's lead is now 8-1 over the Revs. 4 of those 6 home runs for Fields coming against the York Revolution this year, so the Ducks had an 8-1 lead after 2.5. Alexi Casilla hit a 2-out solo home run in the bottom of the third off of Sean Nolan to make it an 8-2 game, but the Ducks would add 2 more runs in the fourth inning on a single, a ground rule double. Lou Ford, an RBI fielder's choice, and David Washington with his third hit of the game, an RBI single to left, and Long Island had a 10-2 lead after 4. Stayed that way until the bottom of the 6th when Alexis Candelario took over on the mound for Sean Nolan, and Candelario did not have his best stuff. He allowed 5 straight batters to reach, with 1 out in the 6th inning, including a triple by Dotel, who would score in a wild pitch. Henry Castillo walked, Nate Coronado singled, Justin Trapp walked, and then a 3-run triple by J.P. Sportman brought home a trio of runs. Alexi Casilla added an RBI groundout, 5 runs on 3 hits and 2 walks in the inning for the Revs, and they closed a 10-2 deficit to 10-7. Then in the 7th inning, it would be Telvin Nash who went deep to right center field with his 10th home run of the year, pulling him back into a tie with David Washington for the league lead, and so that made it a 2-run game at 10-8. But the Ducks bullpen would settle in from that point on. Tanner Scheppers retired 3 in a row in the 7th, and then in the 8th inning, the Ducks would tack on 2 insurance runs with a runner at third and 2 out. Lou Ford reached on an infield single to the pitcher, scoring Lombardozzi, and David Washington with his 4th hit and 4th RBI of the night, a double off the wall in right, bringing home Ford. And Long Island at that point had a lead of 12-8. A 1-2-3 inning in the 8th for Vin Mazzaro, and Josh Lukey worked around a single with 1 out in the 9th inning, getting Telvin Nash to ground into an inning-ending and game-ending 5-4-3 double play. So the Ducks win 12-8. They out-hit the Revolution 19-13 in the game. Sean Nolan gets the win. He improves to 5-0 on the year, including 4-0 as a starter. He's got a 0.75 ERA in a starting role this year. Meanwhile, the losing pitcher ended up being Dan Miner, who lasted just 2 2/3 innings, allowing 8 runs on 10 hits. No save in the game, which took 3 hours and 8 minutes before a crowd of 4,047 here at PeoplesBank Park last night. We'll take another break here on the pregame show. When we come back, we'll look at today's pitching matchup, and then we'll have the starting lineup in the first pitch as the Ducks and the Revolution close out this 3-game series.
Hey fans, this is pitching coach Ed Lynch, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Revs taking the field on this Sunday afternoon for the finale of this 3-game series. Jake Fisher will take the mound for the Ducks today. He's 2-3 with a 6.19 ERA through 6 starts. Duke Von Schaman will take the mound for the York Revolution. Took a no decision in his first start of the year when he allowed 3 runs, 1 earned in 3 2/3 innings. Let's turn things over to the public address announcer here at PeoplesBank Park.
And welcome the choirs of Sacred Heart Basilica for the performance of the national anthem.
The choir from the Sacred Heart Basilica with our national anthem here today at PeoplesBank Park. Beautiful Sunday afternoon for baseball, a little warm and humid, but overall a fairly comfortable afternoon today. And as we get ready for today's ball game, we'll go through the starting lineups and a little bit more about the starting pitchers for today. For the Ducks, leading things off will be their center fielder, Matt Dendecker. Batting second and playing second base is Steve Lombardozzi. The three-hitter and right fielder is L.J. Mazzilli. And in the cleanup spot for the Ducks today will be the designated hitter, David Washington, as Kirk Neuenhuis gets the afternoon off. Batting fifth, doing the catching, Hector Sanchez. Mike Olt gets the start at first base. He'll hit in the sixth spot. Daniel Fields is the left fielder. He bats seventh. The eight hitter is the third baseman. That is Rando Moreno. And rounding out the order for the Ducks today will be the shortstop, Vladimir Frias. Again, they'll all be facing righty Duke Von Schaman, who makes his second start for the Revs last Sunday against the Barnstormers here. He allowed 3 runs, 1 earned on 4 hits in 3 2/3 innings. Did not walk a batter and struck out 5. Left the game trailing 3-0 in a game that York eventually lost 6-5 in 10 innings. On the other side, for the York Revolution, J.P. Sportman will lead things off. He is their center fielder. Alexi Casilla bats second and plays second base. The three-hitter is the left fielder, Melky Mesa, and in the cleanup spot for York, their first baseman, Telvin Nash. Batting fifth, doing the catching, is Isaiah Tejeda. The right fielder is Wellington Totel. He hits in the sixth spot. Henry Castillo will play shortstop and bat seventh. The third baseman is Nate Coronado. He bats eighth, and rounding out the order, serving as the designated hitter this afternoon, is Justin Trapp. For Long Island, it'll be lefty Jake Fisher, who's had a bit of an up and down this season overall this year. 2-3, a 6.19 ERA through 6 starts. He lost each of his past 2 outings, gave up 7 runs in 4 innings a week ago today against the Sugarland Skeeters, so he is certainly looking to bounce back and get back in the win column. He's had some extra days of rest, was originally lined up to pitch on Friday, but the Ducks, of course, had those back-to-back rainouts against the Barnstormers, and the Ducks using the opportunity to give Fisher some more rest. They allowed Iorio to pitch on an extra day of rest and then Nolan on his normal day of rest, so Fisher with a couple of extra days of rest coming into today's start. This will be his second outing against the Revolution this year, his first on the road. He struggled against the Revs at home on May 5th, allowing 4 runs on 8 hits in just 1 1/3 innings on that chilly, rainy Sunday afternoon on Long Island. Well, we're ready to go here at PeoplesBank Park. Michael Pollack bringing you all the action from York, Pennsylvania. Thanks so much for joining us on your Sunday afternoon. We hope your weekend has gone splendidly thus far. It's been a good one for the Ducks thus far. They'll try and make it 3 straight wins over York here this afternoon. Duke Von Schaman is ready to go. The right-hander winds and fires, and the first pitch is swung on and popped up in the air, right side of the infield. First baseman Telvin Nash camps under it. He'll make the catch, and on one pitch, Matt Dendecker retired for the first out of the game. We're underway at 1:02 here on this Sunday. Cloudy skies overhead. The sun trying to peek its way through, creating quite a glare here today. So with 1 out, that'll bring up Steve Lombardozzi to the plate, the switch hitter batting from the left side. Nate Coronado plays in tight at third with Lombardozzi hitting left-handed. Von Schaman gets the sign. And his first pitch is taken off the outside corner for ball number 1. Lombardozzi enters at .317 on the year, 2 home runs, 19 runs batted in. The 1-0. Fastball strike inside, corner 1-1. Lights are not on despite the cloudy skies overhead. Again, it is still very bright with that sun peeking through the clouds. The wind is blowing out towards right center field here today. 1-1 is fouled back behind the plate, third base side. And the count 1-2. Flag out in right center field at half-staff today to remember the victims of the tragic shooting that took place over the weekend in Virginia. Von Schaman from the windup and the 1-2. Line drive, shallow left center field. Racing in is Melky Mesa. He won't get it. It'll land for a base hit. Another hit for Steve Lombardozzi. He has now hit safely in 12 straight games and has reached base safely in 22 straight. Just continuing to find ways on base. 21 straight games for Lombardozzi that he's reached base safely in. 12-game hitting streak for the Ducks' second baseman. The 21-game on-base streak, the longest in the Atlantic League this year. The 11-game, now 12-game hitting streak, the longest by a Duck this year. So Lombardozzi at first with 1 out. Here is L.J. Mazzilli to the plate. First pitch hit on the ground is short. This could be 2. Tough hop, but fielded by Castillo. Flips the second one. That's all they'll get. Good slide by Lombardozzi. Did not have enough on it to be able to turn 2. And ultimately Mazzilli runs well, so that'll get a 6-4 fielder's choice in the scorebook. Mazzilli reaches. Lombardozzi retired. And with a runner at first and 2 away, that'll leave it up to the designated hitter, David Washington. Ducks are wearing their gray road jerseys here today. The Revs wearing the alternate navy blue jerseys with the word Revs on the front. The white and yellow horizontal striping, the navy blue number with the white and yellow outline on the back. Throw over to first. Back safely is Mazzilli, who has not stolen a base or been caught stealing this year. What a day Washington had yesterday, and with Neuenhuis out of the lineup today, Washington moves up to the cleanup spot of the order. First pitch, and that fastball catches the outside corner for strike 1. Average up to 286 on the year for Washington, 10 home runs, 27 RBIs, and 3 extra base hits last night, including 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, and 2 runs scored. Here's the 0-1. Took the pitch on the inside corner for a strike. Checked his swing, thinking it was too far inside, but it caught the corner. And that'll move the count to 0-2. So Von Schaman trying to work around a 1-out single from Lombardozzi here in the first inning. Right-hander looks over his shoulder, now comes set on the rubber. The 0-2. Fastball is up and inside, backing Washington off the plate. That'll move the count to 1-2. Hector Sanchez waits in the on-deck circle. Lighter crowd on hand here today. There was a big crowd on hand last night, but unfortunately they were unable to enjoy fireworks after the game because of weather that moved into the area. 1-2, fouled back to the screen as Washington was jammed on the pitch from Von Schaman. It's a good thing the game ended when it did last night. Probably about 10 to 15 minutes after the final out. The wind really picked up here. We had a very heavy rain shower. It lasted only about 15 minutes or so. But lots of lightning in the area, some heavy downpours for 15 minutes before it finally slowed up, and then it started to rain again throughout the course of the rest of the evening. 1-2, low and outside. Von Schaman misses, and that'll even up the count at 2-2. So a chance today for some scattered rain showers, potential for a pop-up thunderstorm, but thus far dry, albeit a little bit on the cloudy side. So we'll have a 2-ball, 2-strike pitch coming up to David Washington. Mazzilli remains at first, held on there by Telvin Nash. Von Schaman now set to go. Kicks and fires, and Washington a ground ball at the first baseline that'll kick just foul. Good hard swing by Washington, just missed it in terms of keeping it fair. Nash plays close to the line anyway since he's holding on the runner at first. Mentioned Von Schaman signed by the Revolution after being acquired in a trade on May the 24th from the Gary South Shore Railcats of the American Association, and made his Atlantic League debut last Sunday with York. Quick throw over to Chase Mazzilli back to the bag. That was against the Barnstormers in that War of the Roses rivalry game between the two teams, and ended up allowing 3 runs in 3 2/3 innings, though only one of the 3 runs was earned. Coming. Here's the pitch. Runner goes, and this swung on and missed for strike 3. Washington chases a breaking ball down and in. First strikeout of the day for Von Schaman, and the Ducks retired in the first. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. After a half inning of play, it's the Ducks nothing, and the Revs coming to bat.
Hey fans, this is outfielder and hitting coach Lou Ford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Sayville Ford, the no-fees dealer, has been family-owned and operated since 1957. Their state-of-the-art facility features a spacious showroom with a giant inventory of new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles. Plus, every vehicle comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Some exclusions apply. And their service department is open from 6 a.m. to 1 a.m. with enclosed service drives for your convenience and comfort. Sayville Ford, Long Island's Ford Giant, is conveniently located off exit 50 on Sunrise Highway or online at SayvilleFord.com.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt, and autographed baseball. Refreshments including hot dogs, chips, cupcakes, frozen ice treats, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Bottom of the first inning coming up in York. No score between the Ducks and the Revolution. The 20th anniversary season of Ducks baseball is presented by Good Samaritan Hospital Medical Center, a member of the Catholic Health Services of Long Island, and they are at the heart of health. So we make our way to the bottom half of the first inning. Jake Fisher will take the hill for the Long Island Ducks. A left-hander making his 7th start of the year. It has been a little bit of a struggle for Fisher, especially of late, as he has lost back-to-back outings, but will try and bounce back today in the final game of this 3-game series. So Jake Fisher takes the mound for Long Island, and stepping up to the plate for York will be the righty swinging center fielder, J.P. Sportman. Yeah, the Ducks road trip continues tomorrow. They'll head to New Britain, Connecticut for the opener of a 4-game series against the Bees. First time the Ducks will be visiting New Britain Stadium this year. And the start of a stretch of a lot of Liberty Division games for the Ducks. First pitch taken upstairs for ball 1. This season, Ducks have played a total of, this is their 35th game. 28 of those 35 have been against the Freedom Division. Only 7 games against the Liberty. Split in a 4-game series with New Britain. Sportman takes a fastball strike, 1-1, and a 2 out of 3 loss down in High Point to the Rockers. But they'll be playing a lot of Liberty Division games coming up here in the month of June, starting with their series against the Bees, which begins tomorrow in Connecticut. 1-1 is hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. Daniel Fields drifting back into the corner on the warning track at the wall. He jumps up, and he makes the catch. Nice grab by Daniel Fields deep in the left field corner. And Sportman retired for the first out of the inning. It is only 300 feet to the wall in left field here in York. Very little real estate to work with in left field. And then you have the 37-foot, 8-inch wall, otherwise known as the Arch Nemesis, that protects Arch Street. And just like yesterday, Sportman hitting one deep into that left field corner. Yesterday, he hit one off of the wall, ended up getting a double on it and tried to stretch it into a triple. And Fields threw him out at third base. Now Alexi Casilla, and the first pitch misses high and inside for ball number 1. It's not easy for those who don't play here normally to go out and play balls off of that arch nemesis wall. 1-0, swung on and missed. That'll leave the count at 1-1, and those type of towering fly balls are the most difficult to deal with because you think you have a chance in making the catch, and then when you miss and it ends up hitting off the wall, it bounces back towards the infield. Can lead to doubles, possibly triples. 1-1 misses inside, and the count 2-1 on Casilla. Who's hitting .294 this year with 2 home runs and 7 runs batted in. One of 2 switch hitters in the lineup, along with Henry Castillo. Swings and misses. Good breaking ball that time from Fisher. And Casilla swings through it for strike 2. He'll be followed by Melky Mesa, who waits in the on-deck circle. Fisher looks in for the sign from Sanchez. And now the 2-2. Line foul down the left field line and out of the ballpark. So we'll do it once again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fisher has started quite a bit on the road this year. This is his 5th start on the road this season out of 7 starts overall. He's pitched better on the road, 2-1 with a 3.71 ERA. 2-2 is low and outside to run the count full. Comparatively has struggled at home, 0-2 with an 18.56 ERA at Bethpage Ballpark. So certainly looking to continue his road success here this afternoon. Be a payoff pitch on the way to Alexi Casilla. Fisher kicks and comes home, and this swung on and grounded off of the foot of Fisher, and it caroms in a shallow left. Vladimir Frias will pick it up there, and an infield single for Frias. Dottie Pitchford, the trainer for the Ducks, will make her way out of the dugout on the third base side to check on Fisher. He seems to be okay initially, but that was a hard comebacker that I think kicked right off his right foot and caromed out into shallow left field. Pitching coach Ed Lynch making his way out of the dugout as well to make sure his starting pitcher is all right. So Casilla is aboard with the base hit that caromed off of Fisher and went into left. Now Fisher will throw a warm-up pitch or 2 to Hector Sanchez to make sure that he is okay to continue in this game. Both sides have had to use a decent amount of their bullpen in this series, and I think Fisher has convinced Dottie Pitchford and Ed Lynch that he's just fine. So that will continue this first inning. Yesterday, York's bullpen had to take over in the 3rd inning due to the struggles of Dan Miner. The Ducks had to get 4 innings out of their bullpen last night. Revolution, the series opener, used 3 1/3 innings of their relief. The Ducks used 4 2/3 innings of their bullpen. So both these bullpens have certainly had to work overtime during the course of this series thus far. And considering Duke Von Schaman went just 3 2/3 innings in his first outing, can't imagine he'll be able to go too deep into the game today unless he pitches very efficiently. Melky Mesa with a line drive base hit up the middle into center field. Matt Dendecker will field and fire it back in. Back-to-back singles for the Revs. And they've got runners at first and second with 1 man out. Well, that is the one thing with this York Revolution team. They have struggled this year overall, but they can still swing the bat pretty well. They're 3rd in the league in hitting at .278. Ducks climbing up the ladder slowly. They're up to 5th in the league in batting average at .255 thanks to their performances here the past 2 nights. The Revs can swing the bat well, and it's up to the Ducks pitchers to try and keep the damage to a minimum. First pitch on the way from Fisher to Nash. Foul back to the screen behind home plate. And the count 0-1. Nash, a very dangerous hitter, as we talked about. 10 home runs on the year, 24 RBIs, and a .274 average. And Fisher has had some troubles with the long ball this season. He's given up 6 in his 6 starts. So against a lineup full of power hitters, Fisher will have to be careful. Runners lead from first and second with 1 out. 1 to Nash. Fisher steps off the rubber with Lombardozzi creeping into second base. So they'll reset. We'll have another 0-1 pitch to Nash. David Washington hit 2 home runs to surpass Nash for the league lead last night before Nash hit one in the 7th inning to tie him back up top the leaderboard. The 0-1. Tried to sneak one in over the inside corner and missed. That'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Casilla with good speed at second base. Mesa with less speed over at first. Fisher would love to get a ground ball at one of his infielders here, as Nash does not run particularly well at the plate. One on the way from Fisher. Fires. Nash takes down to the dirt. Blocked inside by Sanchez. And that'll move the count to 2-1. The Ducks, with their win yesterday and results from around the Atlantic League, now have a 3.5 game lead on the other 3 suitors in the Liberty Division. New Britain, High Point, and Somerset, all now exactly 3.5 games behind the Ducks, entering play today. Long Island again at a new high water mark of the year, 12 over 500, with 23 wins to 11 losses. 2-1. Nash takes inside. It goes off the glove of Sanchez and back behind the plate. So Jake Fisher now behind in the count at 3 balls and 1 strike. And the Revs get 2 in a scoring position with 1 out. See how that is ruled. I believe it is a pass ball. Indeed it is. The ball goes off the glove of Hector Sanchez, and Karam's back behind the plate. Not sure if that was a cross-up at all with Fisher. But either way, Fisher in trouble here. Good hitters count for Nash. 3 balls and a strike. Runners at second and third with 1 man out. Fisher kicks, fires. Nash swings, lifts a fly ball in the air to center. That should get a run home. Matt Dendecker lining it up. He'll make the catch. Tagging from third is Casilla. He'll come in to score. Throw goes into the shortstop, Frias. It's a sac fly and an RBI off the bat of Telvin Nash. And the Revs take an early 1-0 lead. So productive out for Nash, his second sacrifice fly of the year. He picks up his 25th run batted in. As of right now, an unearned run because of the pass ball. If not for that pass ball, run would not have scored. So 2 outs and a runner at second in Mesa. That'll bring up the Revolution catcher and 5-hitter Isaiah Tejeda to the plate. Tejeda's had a good season. He bats from the right side against the lefty Fisher. First pitch of the at-bat on the way to the plate. Tejeda takes a curveball strike over the inside corner, 0-1. Tejeda has hit .319 this year. Surprisingly, no home runs on the season. 9 RBIs for the veteran catcher. Long look in, and now it'll be an 0-1. Time called at the plate. Tejeda stands in close to the plate as Fisher comes set. Here's the 0-1. Popped up in the air to center field. Matt Dendecker drifts back into his left. Lines it up. He'll make the catch, and that'll end the inning. So all things considered, Fisher able to limit the damage to just the 1 unearned run in the inning. There was 2 hits in the inning. No errors, but the pass ball leads to the unearned run, and 1 man left on base. 1 inning in the books today in York. It is the Revolution 1, the Ducks 0.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Jake Fisher, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Go Ducks.
Oh, I love it! The color of my new Nicolat patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolat walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolat pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolat's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolat. Visit Nicolat.com.
Hey kids, are you looking for even more fun when you come out to a Long Island Ducks game? Then be sure to head on over to the brand new Ducks Fun Zone. It's located on the main concourse down right field line. There you'll find 3 brand new inflatables, including the Duck Tail Slide, the Bounce House, and an obstacle course. Enjoy unlimited access to all 3 inflatables for just $5 every game. That's the Long Island Ducks Fun Zone, open during all home games at Bethpage Ballpark.
On to the second inning we go. The Revolution with a 1-0 lead over the Ducks. It is time for the Ducks Health Report, which is brought to you by Island Shore Physical Therapy, the official therapist of the Long Island Ducks. Currently out of the lineup remains Ray Fuentes. He is day-to-day dealing with a quad injury. Kirk Neuenheis gets the afternoon off, although I don't believe that is at all injury-related. I have to think we probably won't see Josh Lukey today, having pitched each of the last 2 days. Vin Mazzaro potentially could be out of action today, too, as he's pitched each of the past 2 games. Tanner Scheppers as well. But, of course, we'll wait and see as the game drags on. Most importantly, the Ducks wanted to take the first 2 games of this series. First pitch, Hector Sanchez takes a fastball, belt high for a strike. He thought it was a little high. And the count 0-1. And Wally Backman electing to go with his go-to relievers late in the games on Friday and Saturday to make sure he got his 2 wins. Line down the left field line, foul 0-2. Managers will always tell you if you can split on the road, you're doing well. While the Ducks have already won this series, they're going to try and take all 3 games, of course, before they go to New Britain. But the Ducks have played well away from home this year. They've played well everywhere that they've been thus far, except for maybe High Point where they lost 2 of 3. The 0-2 is a breaking ball downstairs, 1-2. But the Ducks certainly coming on this road trip, their goal, winning 2 series. They've already checked off one of those boxes by winning this series. They want the sweep, though, today. Once you win the first 2, you get a little greedy. 1-2. Breaking ball is on the outside corner, strike 3 called. Second strikeout in a row for Duke Von Shaman. And that's the first out of this second inning. That'll bring Mike Olt up to the plate. So ultimately we'll see who the Ducks have at their disposal out of the bullpen today. Well, the goal Long Island, of course, they want to get a lead late in the game before they even worry about that. So here is Olt batting in the 6th spot, getting his first action of this series. Did not play the first 2 games. Takes the first pitch, breaking ball low and outside for ball 1. He has struggled this year, hitting 105, no homers, 5 RBIs. Von Shaman gets the sign from Tejeda. Now the 1-0 pitch is up and in. Quickly 2 balls and no strikes in favor of Olt. Revs have an early 1-0 lead on a Telvin Nash sacrifice fly. Daniel Fields waits in the on-deck, circle for Long Island. Here's the 2-0 from Von Shaman. Olt a swing and a miss. Late on a fastball. That'll run the count to 2-1. Von Shaman, originally a draft pick by the Dodgers in the 15th round, 2012 out of Texas Tech University. 2-1 is popped up foul to the first base side. This will land on the screen and fall back into the field of play. So that evens up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Olt. Fans looking for a strikeout, so that way they can win some mozzarella sticks from Rudders, as Olt is the K-man. 2-2 pitch, misses up and in. Good eye by Olt. It was a close pitch, but lays off the offering, and now the count full at 3-2. Von Shaman from the windup. Here's the payoff pitch, and Olt will take inside, ball 4. So Mike Olt works a 1-out walk. The Ducks get their second base runner of the night. So Mike Olt working his 8th walk of the year, reaches first with 1 out in the second. First walk of the day issued by Von Shaman, who did not walk a single batter in his 3 2/3 innings of work against the Barnstormers here on Sunday. So 1 on and 1 out. Here is Daniel Fields, who has hit 2-run home runs in each of the first 2 games of this series. First pitch on the way, and he takes off the outside corner for ball 1. Yesterday, Fields went deep in the 3rd inning with a 2-run home run to right field, and in the 4th inning on Friday went deep on a 2-run home run to left center field, both of them coming on the first pitch of the at-bat. 1-0, and this one just nips the outside corner at the knees for a strike. Evens the count at 1-1. Fields up to 239 on the year, 6 home runs, 10 RBIs. As we mentioned earlier, 4 of the 6 home runs he has hit this year have come against the Revolution. Olt takes his lead off first, held on by Nash. Quick throw over, and Olt scampers back to the bag safely. So it'll be a 1-ball, 1-strike pitch coming up to Fields. Randall Moreno will be next for the Ducks. Old takes his lead. The 1-1. Line foul, third base side, back up into the crowd. So that'll move the count to 1-2. Ducks had scored the first run of the game in each of the first 2 games of this series. Getting a run in the first inning yesterday and picking up a run in the third inning on Friday. But it's the Revs who strike first on this Sunday afternoon. Von Schaman ready to go on the hill. Here comes the 1-ball, 2-strike pitch. And Fields fouls one back to the backstop. Got jammed inside, but was able to get enough of it to fight it off behind the plate. So we'll do it again at 1-2. So both these teams will head on the road following the game today. As we mentioned, the Ducks own in New Britain. The Revolution make their first visit to High Point, North Carolina. 1-2. Fields dugout on the first base side. And so the Ducks will go from trying to beat the Revolution to rooting for the Revolution, as Long Island will want the Revs to defeat the Rockers and help widen Long Island's gap in first place in the Liberty Division standings. High Point has played well this year. Can't take anything away from them with the way they have played. A big win over New Britain yesterday to end the Bees' 10-game winning streak. Again, the 1-2. And Fields takes the fastball high and outside to even the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. By the way, when Sanchez struck out to begin this second inning, he was the 10th batter of today's game. Did you know that you can join Planet Fitness for as low as $10 a month? Visit planetfitness.com today to find your nearest club and to learn more. 2-2. Fields a check swing on a breaking ball down and in. They appeal and say he went around for strike 3. So Fields is down on strikes. Third strikeout of the day for Von Schaman. There's the second out of the inning. Douglas McFarling, the third base umpire, making the call there on the check swing. Thomas Gandolfo Jr. is the first base umpire today. And Bill Worthington calling balls and strikes behind the plate. So 2 outs as Fields is down on the check swing. And here is Randall Moreno to the plate. Batting in the 8th spot. He's the third baseman for Long Island. First pitch on the way from Duke Von Schaman. And Moreno was swing and a miss. Good breaking ball over the inner half of the plate. Strike 1. Moreno hitting .210 on the season. No homers and 6 RBIs for the Ducks. Switch hitter from the left side. Very much likes to swing early in the count, as we just saw there. Took a good hack at the first pitch from Von Schaman. Here's the 0-1. Kicking the pitch. Fastball misses the inside corner, belt high. And that'll even things up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Von Schaman stands on the mound at 6'5", 220 pounds, originally from Tulsa, Oklahoma, but now makes his home in North Bend, Washington. Here's the 1-1. Tapped into the ground, foul at home plate by Moreno, just off the end of the bat. And that'll move the count to 1-2. Quiet crowd on this Sunday afternoon, a lightly attended game here today. Yeah, there was a big crowd last night, a decent crowd on Friday night as well. It'll be a 1 ball, 2 strike delivery from Von Schaman and Moreno. Here's the pitch, and Moreno grounds this one sharply to first. Grabbed there, though, by Nash. He'll take it to the bag himself, and that'll retire the side. So the Ducks get 1 base runner in the second on the 1-out walk by Mike Olt. They leave him at first, and after an inning and a half, it is still the Revolution 1, the Ducks nothing.
Hey fans, this is infielder David Washington, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey, Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app with you. Bottom of the second inning coming up with the Ducks trailing the Revs 1-0 on this Sunday afternoon. Fans follow all season long as the Ducks try and meet the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 home runs this year, Chappie's Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Chappie's Funeral Homes, where caring for others is our family tradition. So we make our way to the bottom of the second inning with the Revolution leading 1-0. And to the plate will step Wellington Dotel, batting from the right side. Right fielder hitting in the 6th spot. And the first pitch from Fisher is a fastball inside. 1-0. Dotel hitting .246 on the year. No homers, 12 RBIs. Fisher's 1-0. That fastball just misses below the knees. Two close pitches, neither a strike. And Fisher behind at 2 balls and no strikes. Left-hander gets the sign, kicks and fires. Swinging a sharp ground ball to short. Right there is Vladimir Frias. And he throws on to Mike Holt at first in time for the out, 1 away here in inning number 2. And the Ducks had 4 home runs in yesterday's game. They're up to 32 long balls now on the year, which ranks them 3rd in the Atlantic League. Skeeters are 2nd with 35. The High Point Rockers leading the league with 40. Arguably their biggest home run hitter, no longer with the team. That's Quincy Lattimore, who had 8 home runs before having his contract purchased by Quintana Roo in the Mexican League. So 1 away, here's the switch-hitting shortstop, Henry Castillo. All righty hitters for the Revolution today, as was the case yesterday. Same starting 9 in their same 9 spots in the lineup for the Revs today, as the first pitch misses up and away for ball 1. The only change was between Trapp and Mesa. Mesa goes to left field. He was the DH last night, and Trapp, who was the left fielder yesterday, becomes the designated hitter. 1-0. Curveball, that catches the inside corner for a strike. Evens the count at 1-1 on Castillo. 308 average, 6 homers, 21 RBIs. Castillo has played very well at shortstop this year. Ryan Dent has struggled defensively and now dealing with a bruised knee for York. That's why he's been out of the lineup all series. A swing and a miss on a good fastball tailing away. And the count goes to 1-2 on Castillo. Nate Coronado will be next for York. So that'll be a 1-2 delivery from Fisher. Winds, fires. Fastball up and in tight. Evens the count at 2-2. Defense plays straight away, except for Mike Holt, who's well off the bag at first base with Castillo batting, and now he asks for time. Apparently that was the source of the disagreement yesterday, in which Nolan had some shouting words with Wellington Dotel following a strikeout in the game. Was that Dotel was frequently stepping out of the batter's box and Nolan was ready to pitch. 2-2. Curveball popped up right side of the infield. Mike Holt goes in a foul ground, shades his eyes from the sun, and he'll make the catch for the second out of the inning. So Castillo with a foul pop to first, 2 away, base is empty. And that'll leave it up to Nate Coronado, the third baseman and 8-hitter. So a 2 away here is Coronado to the plate. He has struggled both offensively and defensively this year for the Revolution. The first pitch is ripped to the right side. Diving grab made by Steve Lombardozzi. Excellent catch by Lombardozzi, diving to his left. He robs Coronado of the single, and that'll retire the side in the second. Ducks retire the Revs 1-2-3, making it a PSEG Long Island energy efficient inning. With energy efficiency programs in PSEG Long Island, saving on your electric bill is also as easy as 1-2-3. Visit PSEGLINY.com/save money. It's just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you. We go to the third, 1-0 York.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Darren Downs, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
We asked people across Long Island, what does energy efficiency mean to you?
Energy efficiency? It means finding ways to save a few dollars on my electric bill each month.
PSEG Long Island is introducing smart technologies that let you control just how much energy you use.
To me, it really is important to keep Long Island green so future generations can enjoy our island's beauty.
And we're partnering on renewable sources that will keep Long Island sustainable for generations. Discover all of our energy efficiency programs at PSEGLINY.com/efficiency.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owl's party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Third inning coming up in York, 1-0. The Revolution have the lead over the Ducks in the series finale. Vladimir Frias will lead off for Long Island. He'll be followed by Matt Dendecker and Steve Lombardozzi. 9-1-2 in the order for Long Island. Duke Von Schaman back to the mound. He has scattered a hit and a walk over the first 2 innings, but has not conceded any runs. So here is Vladimir Frias to the plate from the left side against the right-hander. First pitch on the way, and Frias takes a fastball that just nips the outside corner for strike 1. Frias on the year hitting 146. He's got no homers and 2 RBIs. Had the night off last night. Here he cracks one in the air to right. That's hit well. Going back is Dotel to the warning track at the wall. He looks up and it's off the wall. Karam's back towards the infield. Frias on his way to second. He's going to try for 3. Throw from Dotel coming in at third base is offline. And Vladimir Frias picks up his first triple of the 2019 season. I was talking about it earlier in the game more towards left field, but as guys go back towards that wall, they think they have a chance to make the catch, and when they don't, it'll hit off of that hard wooden wall and make its way back towards the infield. And there, when Dotel went back, tried to make the catch at the wall, saw it go over his head, and when it hits that wooden wall, it caroms hard off of it. And once it got past Dotel, Frias was off to the races. So the Ducks, who had 2 triples last night for the first time this year, pick up a triple here this afternoon, the first 3-bagger of the year for Frias. The Ducks with a tying run at third, nobody out. Here's Matt Dendecker. First pitch from Von Schaman, and Dendecker takes a curveball strike over the inside corner, 0-1. Von Schaman got Dendecker to swing at the first pitch of the game and pop out to first base in the opening inning. Lefty batter against the righty pitcher. Here's the 0-1. Fly ball center field. That's hit well. Going back is J.P. Sportman on the run. It's over his head. This is going to go to the wall. Frias will trot home from third. Dendecker will stop in safely at second with an RBI double. And the Ducks with 2 extra base hits in the third have tied the game at 1. Well, here in Pennsylvania, no surprise to see them playing a clip of The Office on the scoreboard in right of Michael Scott screaming no when he sees Toby Flenderson come back into the office. Obviously, the Revs not happy with that run for the Ducks. For Dendecker, he picks up his 11th double of the year, his 11th RBI of the season as well. And Vladimir Frias scoring his 14th run of the year. So that ties the game at 1. That'll bring Steve Lombardozzi to the plate, batting from the left side. First pitch from Von Schaman. Lombardozzi bunts foul up the third base line. Lombardozzi can lay down a bunt as good as anybody. He has 2 sacrifice bunts on the year. He's also reached on a base hit from a bunt a couple of times. So 0-1 on Lombardozzi, who singled to left field his first time up back in the opening inning. Ducks with their 3rd hit of the game, tying the score at 1. Von Schaman set to go, and the 0-1. Lombardozzi bunts again, this time out in front of home plate. Fielded by Von Schaman. He throws to first and just gets Lombardozzi. Good play by Von Schaman to get the out. Sacrifice successful, though, for Lombardozzi. His 3rd of the year. Goes 1-3 on the putout. And advancing to 3rd with the go-ahead run is Matt Dendecker. So now runner at 3rd with 1 out. And L.J. Mazzilli coming to the plate for Long Island. Mentioned last night the Ducks had 4 home runs, 2 triples, and they had 3 doubles as well. You add it all up, 9 extra base hits for the Ducks last night out of their 19 hits total. As L.J. Mazzilli takes a breaking ball downstairs, 1-0. Mazzilli had a pair of hits in last night's game, both of them singles though. He scored a run and drew 2 walks as well. So was on base 4 out of the 6 times that he came to the plate. Technically 5 since he reached on an error as well. 1-0. Fly ball in the air to right. Should be deep enough to get the run home. Back is Dotel. And in front of the track, he'll make the catch. Tagging from 3rd is Dendecker. He'll come in and score. It's a sac fly and an RBI off the bat of L.J. Mazzilli. And the Ducks have their first lead of the day as they go in front 2-1. Second sac fly for Mazzilli, both coming in this series. And he picks up his 15th run batted in of the year. Dendecker scores his 16th run of this season. And the Ducks, courtesy of 2 hits and a sac fly, have picked up a pair of runs here in the 3rd. Ducks scored 3 runs in the 3rd inning yesterday, a run in the 3rd inning on Friday. So the 3rd inning has been their lucky inning of this series. First pitch here misses up and away for ball number 1. Washington a strikeout victim his first time up back in the opening inning. From the windup, the 1-0. Fly ball foul down the 3rd baseline out of play. That'll leave the count at 1-1. Again, a big day for Washington yesterday. His first 4-hit game of the year. He joined Ramon Cabrera as the only 2 Ducks with a 4-hit game this year. Had a double, 2 homers, and a single. 4 RBIs and 2 runs scored. 1-1. Checked his swing. Took the pitch for a strike anyway. A breaking ball at the knees. And the count goes to 1-2. It was his second 4 RBI game of the year. First game against the Bees, Saturday, May 18th, in the day game of the doubleheader. 1-2 breaking ball way inside. And that'll even the count at 2-2. Washington's had a good series thus far, 5 for 8 in this series against the Revolution. He's driven in 4 runs in this series, has scored 3 times. 2-2. Fastball is upstairs. Now to run the count full to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ducks with a 2 spot here in the 3rd have the lead. Washington up with the bases empty and 2 men out. Here comes the payoff pitch. Von Schaman kicks and fires, and Washington drives it foul to the 3rd base side out of play. So we'll do it once again at 3 balls and 2 strikes. The Ducks last night setting a season high with 19 hits in the game, 10 singles and 9 extra bases. A terrific day for the Ducks offense. The payoff again, and Washington rips one on the ground to the right side and through. Another base hit for David Washington, out of the reach of the diving try from Alexi Casilla. 6th hit of the series for David Washington. He's 1 for 2 on the day.
That'll creep his average closer to 300. Entered the day at 286. So a 2-out base runner for Long Island, their third hit of the inning. That'll bring up the catcher, Hector Sanchez. So here is Sanchez to the plate, switch hitter from the left side. Von Schaman gets the sign from Tejeda and comes set. First pitch, runner bluffs, and the breaking ball taken for a strike, 0-1. Washington has good speed at first, 6 for 6 in the stolen base department, so would not be surprised to see him get into motion at any point during this at-bat. Leads past the edge of the cutout, held on by Nash, throw over to first, and Washington dives back safely. Von Schaman looking into the plate. Sanchez is ready. Here comes the 0-1. And Sanchez is swinging a miss. It's out in front of the breaking ball from the right-hander, and the count 0-2. Sanchez had the day off yesterday. He did play in the series opener and was 1 for 3 with an RBI single and a walk. Pretty much been alternating the catching duties of late with Ramon Cabrera, who's also been swinging a pretty good bat of late. Runner goes. The 0-2 is upstairs for a ball. The throw goes down to second, and it is in time. Washington is out. Lou Ford, who was coaching at third, thought that Washington slid in past the tag, but Douglas McFarling said otherwise, and that'll retire the side in the inning. So Washington caught stealing for the first time this year, though the Ducks in the inning get a total of 2 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors, and because of the caught stealing, the bases left empty. Go to the bottom of the third, the Ducks with a 2-1 lead over the Revolution.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Daniel Fields, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Well, when David Washington was caught stealing to end the top half of the third inning, that was the 15th out of today's ball game. Did you know that a 15-minute phone call to Geico could save you 15% or more on your car insurance? Get a free quote today. Call 1-800-947-AUTO. That's 1-800-947-AUTO, or visit geico.com. Michael Pollack with you as we move to the bottom half of inning number 3. The Ducks have their first lead of the day. And for the Revs, it'll be their 9-hitter Justin Trapp leading things off, followed by the center fielder J.P. Sportman and the second baseman Alexi Casilla. First pitch of the inning is a breaking ball taken just a little bit upstairs for ball 1. Casilla on the year, Trapp on the year, hitting .309, 1 home run and 10 RBIs. Serving as the DH today, and he takes a fastball upstairs. 2-0 the count on Justin Trapp. Fisher looks in. Sanchez flashes the signs. Now the 2-0. Fastball zips just inside. Another close pitch from Fisher, but misses the corner, and now he is behind at 3-0 on trap. Fisher has yet to walk a batter in the game today over his first 2 innings. And now the 3-0 is on the inside corner this time for a strike. Trapp took a step towards first, count 3-1. Fisher walked a season-high 3 batters in his most recent outing. That was on May 26th against the Skeeters last Sunday. 3-1 here is grounded to the left side in the hole. Backhanded by Frias. The jump throw to first base, not in time. It's going to be an infield single for Trapp. His speed much too great. Frias made a nice Derek Jeter-style play, grabbing the ball in the hole and that jump throw over to first. But even with a good arm, unable to beat Trapp. So an infield single, and for York, their 3rd hit of the day. Leadoff man is aboard in the 3rd, and that'll bring up the center fielder, J.P. Sportman. Fisher has done considerably better this year, pitching in situations with the bases empty than he has been with runners on base. First pitch on the way to Sportman is going to be a throw over to check on Trapp. Fisher this year, a .478 batting average against with runners on base. Goes up to .579 with runners in scoring position. And typically those numbers will go up for pitchers outside of the elite in the league. But Fisher's has been considerably high as Sportman fouls one off for strike 1. Sportman with a fly out to left his first time up. Daniel Fields made a leaping grab at the wall right down the left field line for the out. The 0-1 coming up here to Sportman, who had a triple in yesterday's game as well as a double. 3 RBIs, another throw over to check on Trapp, who is back safely. Fisher with the bases empty, holding opponents to a .209 batting average, but as we mentioned, .478 with runners on base, .579 with runners in scoring position, and that's been Fisher's biggest bugaboo, is running into trouble once he allows a guy or 2 on base trying to get out of that trouble. Long look to first. Now the 0-1 is a fastball that runs upstairs. Evens the count at 1-1 on Sportman. Doubled his RBI total on the season from 3 to 6 last night with that bases clearing triple in the 6th inning. York went down 10-2. They fought back to within 10-8. A tremendous job by them to come back as much as they did, but ultimately it was too little. Runner goes from first. The pitch is swung and popped up in the air to shallow right field. Long run in for L.J. Mazzilli. He won't get it to land for a base hit. Quick throw in a second, and Trapp is in there safely. Trapp was going on the pitch. The Ducks would have had a double play if Mazzilli was able to get there, but ultimately fell just out of his reach. And 2 tough hits for Fisher to give up. An infield single to short, a bloop single to right. And the Revolution threatening to tie the game or take back the lead. They've got runners at first and second with nobody out. 4 hits in the ball game now for York, and that'll bring up Alexi Casilla. Those are the tough hits to give up. You get it if you give up a hard hit base hit or extra base hit, but it's the little ones that just find the open real estate on the infield or bloop into the shallow part of the outfield that are tough. Casilla showing bunt, pulls back and takes a strike. 0-1 on Casilla, who reached on a base hit that ricocheted off of Fisher's foot in the first inning and carried him towards the shortstop. And he eventually scored on the sac fly from Telvin Nash. Here comes the 0-1. Fisher looks to second, deals to the plate. Casilla takes up and away. Evens the count up and a ball and a strike. That first inning run that Fisher allowed unearned because of a pass ball in the inning. That allowed the runners to move into scoring position and enabled Casilla to score on the sac fly from Nash. Fisher would love a ground ball, even though Casilla runs well. Corner infielders creeping in. The 1-1 does not square and fouls it off over the screen back behind the plate. That'll move the count to 1-2. So I don't think you'll see Casilla bunting here with a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Did not show bunt on the last 2 pitches after initially showing bunt on the first pitch. Casilla was 1 for 5 yesterday with a home run and 2 RBIs. Homer his second of the year. He cleared the arch nemesis by a lot. Runners lead and the 1-2. Casilla lays off a fastball that misses upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That was pitch number 39 on the afternoon for Fisher. Good speed on the bases with Trapp at second and Sportman at first. 2-2. Breaking ball ripped to third, caught by Moreno. He throws to second. They double him up. Big play for the Long Island Ducks. An absolute bullet off the bat of Casilla, but right at Randall Moreno. He makes the catch and throws to second to double off Justin Trapp. Just like that, 2 outs in the inning. And after the Ducks got the tough breaks on the infield single and the bloop single, it is now the Revs who get a tough break, as Casilla was right on that pitch from Fisher and smoked it to the left side of the infield, but right at Randall Moreno, who caught it and was able to get the out at second base with Trapp too far off the bag. Throw over to first, back safely there is Sportman. So 2 big outs for Fisher there on the double play. Long Island, who turned 3 double plays yesterday, turns another one here today. And now Melky Mesa, who singled his first time, comes to the plate. Fisher's first pitch to him, and he misses the inside corner for ball 1. Mesa singling towards left center field in the opening inning. Eventually got stranded at second. 3 hits in his 5 at-bats last night. Scored a run. Struck out once as well. Fisher comes set. Here is the 1-0. Kicks and deals. Mesa takes a fastball upstairs. Sportman was dancing off of first. Sanchez bluffs a throwback. On the count 2-0. Fisher seems to be falling behind in counts a little bit too much here today. Hasn't victimized him too much yet. But typically when Fisher is right on, it's first pitch strike after first pitch strike. Be a 2-0 delivery. Here's the offering. Mesa pops this one foul back behind the plate on a pitch diving down and in. That'll move the count to 2-1. Mesa, one of those free swingers on this Revs team. He can be, Nash and Tejeda both can be as well, though Nash has worked out 24 walks this year. So he has shown much more penchant for patience at the plate, as we have seen in previous years. 2-1 here. Throw over to first to chase Sportman back to the bag. Sportman this year 4 for 6 in the stolen base department. And after that double play, would not be surprised to see the Revs try and move Sportman in a scoring position for Mesa. Here comes a 2-1. Fisher deals. Mesa pops one high in the air to left field. An absolute skyscraper. Frias going out. Fields coming in. It is going to be Frias, the shortstop, who makes the catch in shallow left for the final out of the inning. Not easy with the sun shining down. Nice job by Jake Fisher, though. Allows back-to-back soft hit singles and works out of the jam with a double play lineout and a pop-out. No runs, 2 hits, 1 left for the Revs. We go to the 4th inning at PeoplesBank Park. The Ducks still in front of the Revolution by the count of 2-1.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Joe Iorio, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Imagine you can't feel your arm, you can't speak, there's a blood clot in your brain, you're having a stroke. You're taken to the Stroke and Brain Aneurysm Center at Good Samaritan Hospital, the South Shore's only comprehensive stroke center. Now imagine a team of neurosurgeons with the most advanced equipment, pinpointing the blood clot and the quickest way to remove it. And imagine coming home with no side effects. The Stroke and Brain Aneurysm Center at Good Samaritan Hospital, 631-376-4444, a member of Catholic Health Services.
Tickets for your Long Island Ducks are on sale now. With 20 fireworks shows, new on-field promotions, and premium giveaways throughout the season, don't miss out on all the family fun at Bethpage Ballpark.
Hey Ducks fans, it's Wally Backman, manager of your Long Island Ducks. I'm looking forward to seeing you at the ballpark this year. Get tickets at liducks.com.
For tickets, call 631-940-TIXX or head to liducks.com.
Ducks fans, New York Sports Day is one of the largest independent New York sports news sources out there for coverage of the Long Island Ducks, the Mets, and the Yankees, major and minor league baseball, football, basketball, hockey, and soccer. Visit nysportsday.com. New York Sports Day, it's your independent Gotham sports news source. So good job by Jake Fisher. He got into trouble allowing an infield single and a bloop single to start off the third inning, but gets a double play line out and a pop out to get out of trouble. We go to the fourth inning, and for the Ducks, Hector Sanchez back to the plate. He was at the dish with a 1-2 count when David Washington was caught stealing to win the third. First pitch, and Sanchez rips one into right field. It is going to land for a base hit in front of Dotel. So a leadoff single for Hector Sanchez, his first hit of the day. He's 1 for 2. And the Ducks have the leadoff man on in the fourth inning. For the Flock, their fifth hit of the afternoon. One on, nobody out. Here is Mike Olt to the plate, who drew a walk in his first plate appearance. And Olt getting his first action of the series today. After the Ducks took the first two games of this series. First pitch, he swings and misses. Cutting through a fastball down in the zone, 0-1. Olt drawing his 8th walk back in the second inning. He's 3 for 16 with 2 RBIs and 2 runs against the Revs this year. 2 walks as well. Now the 0-1. Takes inside. And that'll even things up at 1-1. Olt did not play in the 2 games against the Barnstormers as well earlier this week, so this is first action of the week for Long Island. Sanchez taking his lead at first. Here comes the 1-1. Olt takes a breaking ball that catches the inside corner for strike 2. And Duke Von Schaman ahead in the count, 1-2. So the Revs fans chanting because they want those free mozzarella sticks if Olt does strike out. Von Schaman gets the sign and comes set. And the 1-2. Breaking ball cut on and missed for strike 3. So Mike Olt chases downstairs. Fourth strikeout of the day for Von Schaman. And those fans will get the free mozzarella sticks that they so lovingly desire. 1 away in the fourth, and that'll bring Daniel Fields to the plate. Fields digs in from the left side against the righty Von Schaman. Fields a strikeout victim his first time up back in the second inning. First pitch, swings and fouls this one back to the backstop, just slightly off to the first base side of the plate. 0-1 the count. Big night for Fields last night. Like Washington, was a hit away from the cycle. Yesterday he had a single, a triple, and a home run. Drove in 2 runs, scored twice as well, and picked up a walk. Here he smacks one deep but foul down the left field line. And Fields quickly behind at 0-2. So Fields now 4 for 9 in this series. He has driven in 4 runs, has scored 3 times, and again has homered in each of the first 2 games of this series. Sanchez takes his lead at first, held on by Telvin Nash, not a threat to steal. And the 0-2, swinging a ground ball foul up the first base line. Fields stays alive at the plate. We'll do it again at 0-2. Sun has peeked back through the clouds again. We're seeing some blue sky up above as well. It's been bright all day, but was cloudy for most of the first few innings. Now the sun trying to shine back through. 0-2 fastball runs off the outside corner. Tejeda tried to drag it back over the plate. But home plate umpire Bill Worthington was not fooled, so the count 1-2. Rando Moreno will be next for the Ducks as Von Schaman gets the sign from Tejeda. The 1-2, ripped down the right field line, foul. About 3 rows back into the seats down the line. Fields, like in his first at bat, has had 2 two-strike foul balls. Saw 6 pitches before striking out in the second inning. This will be the 5th pitch of this at bat. Von Schaman comes set at the belt. Sanchez leads the pitch. Ground ball foul at the first base line. Von Schaman keeps trying to pound Fields inside. And Fields keeps fighting him off. Good at bat here for the Ducks left fielder. So we'll do it once again at 1-2. Ducks are out hitting the Revolution 5-4 this afternoon. They lead 2-1. Again, the 1-2. And this one lined down the right field line. Again, foul. Up into the bullpen balcony seating area. 4 two-strike foul balls in this at bat for Daniel Fields. Thus far on the day, Von Schaman has thrown 65 pitches. Check that, 64 pitches, 46 of them for strikes. Threw 66 pitches in his first outing. So presumably we'll be able to go a little bit more than that. 1-2. Fastball misses the outside corner. And that'll even the count at 2-2. Next pitch will be the 9th of this at bat. Fields has drawn 16 walks this year. Average up to 239 coming into the day. Two. Fly ball in the air to center, hit well. Going back is J.P. Sportman to the warning track, and he makes the catch as he crashes into the wall. Fields gave it a ride to straightaway center field. Didn't quite have enough to be his 3rd home run in as many days. But Sportman makes the catch about 400 feet away from home plate. And in a 9-pitch at bat, it is Von Schaman who gets the out. So 2 away in the inning, and that will leave it up to Rando Moreno of the Ducks. So here is Moreno to the plate, switch hitter batting from the left side. Von Schaman gets the sign and comes set. First pitch to Moreno. Breaking ball misses ball 1. Sanchez led off the inning with a single, but has yet to be moved from first base. Moreno a ground out to first base in his first at bat back in the second inning. Hit the ball hard, but right at Telvin Nash. 1-0. That fastball misses outside. So Von Schaman gets it, falls behind in the count, I should say. 2 balls and no strikes on Moreno. Last night, the Ducks' third baseman was 2 for 5 at the plate, a single, a double, and a run scored. 3 for his first 10 in this series. 2-0. Way up and outside. Moreno with a count at 3-0 and trying to get on base with 2 outs to bring Vladimir Frias to the plate, who tripled in his first at bat of the day. Have to think Moreno will be taking all the way here. Sanchez leads the 3-0 pitch. Taken, and that on the outside corner for strike 1. So Von Schaman gets back into the count with a strike. Now it'll be a 3-ball, 1-strike pitch to Moreno. Shortstop shaded towards the middle, that's Castillo. Coronado plays in tight at third. 3-1, fly ball in the air, left field. Melky Mesa drifts over to his left, and he'll make the catch for the final out of the inning. Good job by Von Schaman to battle back after falling behind at 3-0. Gets the fly out for Moreno. No runs, 1 hit. The leadoff single by Sanchez. He is left on at first. After 3.5 innings of play, it is still 2-1 Long Island.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Kirk Neuenhuis, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Sayville Ford, the no-fees dealer, has been family-owned and operated since 1957. Their state-of-the-art facility features a spacious showroom with a giant inventory of new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles. Plus, every vehicle comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Some exclusions apply. And their service department is open from 6 a.m. to 1 a.m. with enclosed service drives for your convenience and comfort. Sayville Ford, Long Island's Ford Giant, is conveniently located off exit 50 on Sunrise Highway or online at SayvilleFord.com.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt, and autographed baseball. Refreshments including hot dogs, chips, cupcakes, frozen ice treats, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. On to the bottom of the fourth, 2-1 in favor of the Ducks over the York Revolution. Final game of this three-game series between the two teams. Jake Fisher back to the mound for Long Island. And for the Revolution, leading things off will be their Cleveland Telvin Nash. So we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. We'll also go through the out-of-town scores, let you know what else is going on around the Atlantic League and the major leagues today. Telvin Nash will lead things off for the Revolution. He's driven in the only run of the game for York with his sacrifice fly to center field back in the first inning. First pitch on the way to the plate from Fisher, and Nash takes up and away for ball number 1. Last night it was the Bees falling to the High Point Rockers in North Carolina 8-1. Seth Simmons the winner, improved to 5-1. Kyle Simon the loser fell to 0-2. Breaking ball misses down and in for ball 2. The Barnstormers roughed up the Blue Crabs 14-4 in a rain-shortened 7-inning game. John Henderson the win, improved to 3-1, and Brett Lee the loser fell to 0-1. 2-0. Nash takes a curveball for a strike on the outside corner. And in Sugar Land, Texas, the Skeeters with an 11-6 win over the Patriots. Michael Marriott the win, improved to 3-0. Liam O'Sullivan took the loss, fell to 1-3. 2-1 is fouled back to the backstop as Nash chased the pitch upstairs, count 2-2. Today, meanwhile, over in Lancaster, the Barnstormers and the Blue Crabs are tied at 1, bottom half of the 5th inning. Kyle Davies on the hill for Lancaster. Darrell Thompson on the mound for Southern Maryland. Casey Hobson hit his 8th home run of the year for the Barnstormers. Tony Thomas driving in his 14th run of the season for the Blue Crabs. 2-2. High fly ball in the air to right center field. Dendecker and Mazzilli converging on it. It'll be the center fielder Dendecker who makes the catch. Second time that Nash has fly to center. First time, though, he drove in a run. And there's the first out of the 4th inning. There were also rumors circulating about apparent argument / dust-up between some Blue Crabs players on the field yesterday in Lancaster. I guess a disagreement between a few players. Some were surmising that it was Matt Latos and Corey Vaughn who got into it, but Craig Maddox took to Twitter to squash that rumor and just said it was a disagreement between a couple players that was handled internally, and apologized on behalf of the Blue Crabs for any fans that took witness to that. First pitch misses upstairs. That is ball 1 to Tejeda, who fly to center his first time up back in the opening inning. Meanwhile, down in High Point, North Carolina, the Bees and the Rockers are scoreless top half of the 2nd inning. Sharp ground ball to third here by Tejeda. Moreno fields. The throw across the diamond is in time. So that is the 2nd out of the inning as Moreno retires to Tejeda. 5-3, 2 away. That'll leave it up to Wellington Dotel. Friedrich on the hill for New Britain, and Johnson on the hill for High Point. Again, no score as they play in the 2nd. And a little bit later on, it'll actually be a night game tonight down in Sugar Land, Texas. The Patriots visiting the Skeeters. I believe that'll be the final game of a week-long series between those two teams. My memory picks thus far. Foul ball to the third base side by Dotel for strike 1. He grounded out to short his first time up back in the 2nd inning. Mets and the Diamondbacks will get underway at 4:10 out in Phoenix, Arizona. Steven Matz will go for the Mets. Merrill Kelly for the D-backs. From the windup, the 0-1 by Fisher. And Dotel grounds this one to short. It is gobbled up by Frias, and his throw over to first is in time. And a quick and easy 1-2-3 inning for Jake Fisher as he gets a flyout and 2 groundouts. Revolution go in order for the second time today. That'll move us to the 5th inning on this Sunday afternoon at PeoplesBank Park. The Ducks still in front, 2-1.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Alex Katz, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it. The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolak walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolak pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolak's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolak. Visit Nicolak.com.
Come for the cornhole and stay for the specials. Introducing the Long Island Ducks Adult Zone at Bethpage Ballpark. Head down the left field line on the main concourse and enjoy a variety of delicious craft beer and wine selections. Half-price domestic draft beers will also be available during all Thursday home games for Thirsty Thursday. And while you're there, be sure to play a few rounds of cornhole while taking in the Ducks game. The Long Island Ducks Adult Zone, your beer and wine headquarters at the ballpark.
2-1, the Ducks lead the Blue Crabs as we go to inning number 5. Finishing up the out-of-town scoreboard, Yankees-Red Sox, 7 o'clock tonight on ESPN. It'll be CC Sabathia for the Yankees and David Price for the Red Sox as the Yankees try and complete a sweep of that 3-game set, which was shortened to 3 games because of a rain out on Thursday. Yanks another win over the Red Sox yesterday. And Game 2 of the NBA Finals tonight up in Toronto. The Raptors hosting the Road Warriors, the Golden State Warriors. They are technically on the road, so I guess they are the Road Warriors. But the Golden State Warriors against the Raptors, with Toronto leading the series 1-0. That'll bring Vladimir Frias to the plate to lead things off for Long Island. Switch hitting shortstop, batting from the left side against the righty Duke von Schamann, who begins his 5th inning of work and deals a first pitch fastball outside, 1-0. Frias picked up his first triple of the season, 5th extra base hit back in the 3rd inning with a leadoff triple over the head of Dotel in right. One is hit high in the air to right center again. This time, looks like Dotel will have a play on it, and he'll make the catch in front of the warning track for the first out of the inning. 2 good swings, though, from Vladimir Frias today. Certainly a positive sign in a season where he has struggled offensively. A triple to right and a deep fly out to right. So 1 away, and up to the plate will step the center fielder, Matt Dendecker. Again, the Ducks entering the day 3.5 games in front of all 3 other teams in the Liberty Division. The Ducks are at 23-11. So they have played 34 games. New Britain 1 game less. They've played 33. They're 19-14. First pitch taken for a strike, and the count 0-1. Somerset and High Point have each played 1 game more than the Ducks. They are both 20-15. The 0-1. Dendecker a line drive in his center, right at J.P. Sportman, who now has to race in on it, and he'll make the catch for the 2nd out of the inning. Sportman initially freezing, then realizing that ball was sinking quickly off the bat of Dendecker. He's now 1 for 3 with a double, an RBI, and a run scored. 2 away, and that'll leave it up to Steve Lombardozzi. I mentioned the Revolution. They're now 11 games behind the Skeeters in the Freedom Division at 11-24. The Barnstormers are 2nd in the division at 12-20. They're 8.5 games back. First pitch, fastball strike on the outside corner, 0-1 on Lombardozzi, who has singled and laid down a sac bunt in his 2 trips to the plate today. 0-1 chopped it to the ground, foul. Looked like that caught the front foot of Lombardozzi. Jogs up the third base line to try and walk off some of the pain. And the count 0-2. Lombardozzi making his home here in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. Not too far from here, about an hour or 2 away from the ballpark. The Ducks were here to open the season. He had friends and family in attendance. I believe that is the case again during this series. So it looks like Lombardozzi will be all right and make his way back up to the plate with an 0-2 count. Ducks have yet to be retired in order this afternoon. Von Schamann a strike away from doing so in the 5th. And here Lombardozzi grounds one foul up the first baseline. We'll do it again at 0-2. Lombardozzi with a 3-hit, 3 RBI, 3-run performance yesterday. Terrific game for him overall. He is 5th in the league with a .400 on-base percentage coming into today. Swing and a miss, though, by Lombardozzi here for strike 3. And Duke Von Schamann with his 5th strikeout of the day. For the first time, the Ducks are retired 1-2-3. Halfway through in the series finale here at PeoplesBank Park, the Ducks 2, the Revolution 1.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Matt Dendecker, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire season through quotes directly from the players and coaches, as well as exclusive video clips and photos. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Fans, don't forget to stop by the Wanda Lynch shop on your next visit to Bethpage Ballpark, where exclusive, hard-to-find Ducks memorabilia is now on sale. Proceeds benefit the Quacker Jack Foundation, the charitable arm of the Ducks. So we make our way to the bottom of the 5th inning. Jake Fisher back to the mound. He has limited the damage to just 1 unearned run today over the first 4 innings on 4 hits. Has not walked a batter, but has also not struck out a batter. First pitch to Henry Castillo, and that taken low and inside for ball number 1. Castillo with a foul pop out to first base in his first and only at bat of the day thus far. That came back in inning number 2. Fisher winds, and the 1-0. Line down the left field line, but foul. Off of the railing of the seats and up into the concourse. 1 ball, 1 strike on Castillo. Last night, the Revolution shortstop had 2 hits in 3 at-bats. Both of them singles. Scored a run in the game as well. Swing and a miss. Nasty breaking ball from Jake Fisher there. And he had Castillo swinging out of his shoe tops. So the count goes to 1-2. Nate Coronado will follow, and then Justin Trapp, who is in the hole right now. Fisher steps back up onto the mound and looks in for the sign from Hector Sanchez at the plate. Gets what he likes. And now the 1-2 delivery. Kicks and fires, and Castillo a line drive foul into the seats, third base side. Late swing and a hard swing by Castillo, but fouls it off. We'll do it again at 1-2. Revs are going to get a lefty loose in their bullpen down the right field line. 1-2 pitch. Fastball is up and inside. Evens the count up at 2-2. Von Schamann at 79 pitches after 5 innings, 56 for strikes. Fisher right now at 58 pitches, 34 of them for strikes. Here comes the 2-2 to Castillo. And the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. Ball briefly got away from Sanchez, recovers, throws to first, and they got him out. Good throw by Hector Sanchez. A strong throw to get out the speedy Castillo for the first out here in the 5th inning. First strikeout of the day for Jake Fisher. And with one away, that'll bring up the third baseman, Nate Coronado. Good job by the Ducks to avoid the leadoff man getting on base. Could have easily happened when that ball kicked away from Sanchez. But he makes the good strong throw. Here's Coronado to the plate. And the first pitch here just missed the inside corner for ball number 1. Coronado will line out to second his first time up. Swung at the first pitch, hit a bullet to the right side of the infield, but a nice diving catch made by Steve Lombardozzi. Here Coronado takes low and inside again. And Fisher behind it, 2 balls and no strikes. Ducks left-hander looks into the plate. The 2-0 delivery. Line drive to short, this time right at Vladimir Frias, who took about a step or two to his left to make the catch. Second line out of the day for Coronado, and with 2 away, that'll leave it up to the 9-hitter Justin Trapp. Fisher faring much better today than he did in his last outing against the Revolution. Again, much different conditions. Today it's sunny, it's warm, a little bit on the humid side with the breeze blowing out to center. On May 5th on Long Island, it was cold, it was rainy. It was just a bitter day, not one that you want to be out on a baseball field. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball down and in for strike 1, and the Revs took advantage. They pounded out 8 hits in an inning and a third off of Fisher. 4 runs, a walk as well before he was chased from the game. Ducks lost that game in a rain-shortened affair 9-0. The 0-1 is a fastball upstairs, 1-1. Today, Fisher, albeit not with his best control, certainly faring much better, pitching deeper into the game and keeping this Revolution lineup relatively off balance. Trapp reached on an infield single to short back in the 3rd inning. Here he swings and misses at an offering downstairs. And Fisher ahead 1-2, trying to retire the side in order for his 2nd straight inning. He has set down 7 batters in a row since the single by Sportman in the 3rd. That gave the Revs runners at 1st and 2nd with nobody out. He got out of the inning with no further trouble. Retired the side in order in the 4th, has retired the first 2 in the 5th. 1-2, and Trapp lays off the high fastball to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. In the York bullpen, Robert Carson, a lefty, beginning to get loose. 2-2 from Fisher. And Trapp will take a fastball off the outside corner. That'll run the count full at 3-2. Trapp trying to work his way aboard and send it back to the top of the order for J.P. Sportman. Here comes the payoff pitch. Trapp swings, lifts a fly ball in the air to left. Hit fairly well, going back Daniel Fields. And in front of the arch nemesis, he'll make the catch for the final out of the inning. 2nd straight 1-2-3 inning for Jake Fisher. He's now retired 8 batters in a row. We will head to the 6th at PeoplesBank Park. The Ducks in front, 2-1 over the Revolution.
Hey fans, this is infielder Rando Moreno, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
We asked people across Long Island, what does energy efficiency mean to you?
Energy efficiency? It means finding ways to save a few dollars on my electric bill each month.
PSEG Long Island is introducing smart technologies that let you control just how much energy you use.
To me, it really is important to keep Long Island green so future generations can enjoy our island's beauty.
And we're partnering on renewable sources that will keep Long Island sustainable for generations. Discover all of our energy efficiency programs at psegLiny.com/efficiency.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
On to the 6th inning we go. The Long Island Ducks leading the York Revolution 2-1. Jake Fisher has settled in nicely over the last few innings. He's retired 8 Revolution hitters in a row. Meanwhile, the day is done for right-hander Duke Von Schaman after 5 innings. He will be relieved by lefty Orleni Quiroz. It was not Robert Carson warming in the bullpen. It was, in fact, Orleni Quiroz. So Quiroz will take over on the mound. Fans all giving a nice hand to those cancer survivors who are in the crowd today. Again, celebrating Cancer Survivors Day here at PeoplesBank Park today, presented by the Visiting Angels. And so the fans and the players on the field are all applauding those cancer survivors who took a lap around the field before the game today and were acknowledged by the crowd as well. So Von Schaman is out of the game. Orleni Quiroz is in, his second time pitching in this series. First time was on Friday, when he threw a scoreless inning in relief. L.J. Mazzilli will lead off. He grounds the first pitch foul along the third base line. And the count 0-1. We'll get you the final line on Von Schaman momentarily. Mazzilli with a fielder's choice ground out in the first and lifted a sac fly to right in the third. His second sac fly of the year, his 15th run batted in. 0-1. Mazzilli a high fly ball to center. Back goes J.P. Sportman in straightaway center. He looks up and it's off the base of the wall. Mazzilli going for second base, and he's in there safely with a leadoff double. First hit of the day for L.J. Mazzilli, and it is his 8th double of the year, continuing his red-hot hitting. So for the Ducks, their 6th hit of the afternoon. Leadoff man is aboard, and that'll bring up David Washington to the plate. For Duke Von Schaman today, 5 innings of work. He allowed 5 hits and 2 runs, both of which were earned, walked 1 and struck out 5. Pretty good performance by the right-hander today, who threw a total of 79 pitches, 56 of them for strikes. Leaves on the wrong side of a 2-1 score. So in line for the loss now, unless the Revolution can come back and tie the game. Here's David Washington from the left side. First pitch. And the fastball misses up and tight for ball number 1. Washington is 1 for 2 today. He singled to right back in the third inning, struck out swinging in the first. He's also caught stealing for the first time this year as he tried to take second with 2 outs in the third. Time is called as Quiroz gets reset on the hill. .1-0 from the left-hander. And Washington takes down to the dirt. Good block by Tejeda. Keeps that one near the plate. Prevents Mazzilli from advancing to third base. And the count goes to 2-0 on Washington. Orleni Quiroz on the year has pitched in 5 games for York, a 1-0 record. He has not allowed a run in 4 1/3 innings to this point. 3 hits and a walk. He has struck out 4. Good hitters count for Washington at 2 balls and no strikes. Quiroz comes set. Fires to the plate. And Washington takes the fastball upstairs. Quiroz now behind at 3 balls and no strikes and in danger of putting the first 2 men on here in the 6th inning. A quiet crowd here this afternoon. The Revs got a run in the first inning but have been kept off the scoreboard since. 3-0, swung on and fouled off by Washington. So David Washington given the green light with a 3-0 count. Fouls went off, and now the count 3-1. Hector Sanchez, who has a single and a strikeout today, waiting in the on-deck circle. Mazzilli leads from second with nobody out. 3-1 coming from the left-hander. And Washington takes a fastball strike at the knees and the count full. So good job by Quiroz to battle back after falling behind 3-0. He gets Washington to swing 3-0, but takes the 3-1. Now payoff pitch coming from lefty to lefty. Quiroz kicks and fires, and Washington takes a called strike 3 on the outside corner. Washington thought that was too far outside, but Tejeda frames it well, gets the strike 3 call. And Washington down on strikes for the second time today, 1 out. So 1 away here in the 6th, and that'll bring up Hector Sanchez to the plate. Big out there for Quiroz. Was one ball away from putting the first two on base with nobody out. But Washington got the green light to swing 3-0. Sanchez running up to bunt, and he ends up pulling back and takes a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Sanchez has not laid down a sac bunt this year, and there is already one out in the inning. Sanchez singled to right field back in the fourth inning against Von Schaman. Struck out looking in the second. The 0-1. Ground ball hit weakly to short. Gobbled up there, and the throw goes to third base. It's not in time. Oh, what is Henry Castillo doing? It is not a forced play. You have to apply the tag on Mazzilli, and the throw not in time. That's the second time in as many days that the Revolution throw to the wrong base where it's not a forced play. And so instead of getting the second out of the inning with a runner at third, it's now first and third with one out. And a fly ball from the Ducks could give them an insurance run. So that'll go down as a fielder's choice ground ball to short. Sanchez reaches first. And Mazzilli is safe at third. And you look at one of the reasons why the Revolution are 11-24, and decisions like that certainly part of the reason why. Now Mike Olt to the plate. First pitch is taken on the inside corner for strike one. Olt did not think so. Olt drew a walk back in the second inning, struck out swinging in the fourth. He has two sac flies on the year. And again, trying to hit one of the outfield to bring home Mazzilli from third. Quiros set. The 0-1. Fouled off back behind the plate. He was out in front of a breaking ball. And the count quickly 0-2. Quiros looks in for the sign at the plate. Tejeda flashes the signs and out comes set. The 0-2. Breaking ball down and in, taken by Olt for ball one. That's the other thing for Castillo, to know the situation. Even if Mazzilli takes third, he's there with two outs and you have a struggling hitter coming up to the plate. But tried to get the lead out and was too late with the throw. 1-2. Olt takes a fastball that just missed the inside corner. Tejeda again trying to frame it and get strike three on Olt. Instead, the count now even at 2-2. As this game treks onward, the Ducks do have a couple of options on their bench should they elect to use them. Kirk Neuenhuis with the day off today, and Lou Ford. Quiros a long look in. Runners lead off the corners for the Ducks with one out. Mazzilli at third. Sanchez at first. And Olta swinging a miss for strike three as he cuts through the breaking ball, diving down and in. So Olt strikes out for the second time today. Second K of the inning for left-hander Orleni Quiros. Now with two away, that is going to leave it up to Daniel Fields for the Ducks. That takes away for the Ducks the ability to bring in a run with a fly ball. So Olt now 0 for 2. And with two outs in the inning here is Fields to the plate, who's 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a flyout. First pitch, Fields takes a fastball off the inside corner for ball one. Fields had a 7-pitch at bat in the second inning that ended in a strikeout. And then in the fourth inning saw 8 pitches before flying out to center on the 9th pitch. 1-0 is on the ground to the right side. Right there is the second baseman Casilla. He throws to first for the out. And all things considered, no harm, no foul for the Revolution after a bizarre throwing decision by the shortstop, Henry Castillo. So the inning is over. The Ducks waste the leadoff double by Mazzilli. No runs, 1 hit. There were no errors in the inning, but 2 men left on base. We go to the bottom half of the 6th. It is still 2-1 Long Island.
Hey fans, this is infielder Steve Lombardozzi, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Well, the Revolution able to escape trouble in the top of the 6th inning. We go to the bottom half of the 6th with Long Island still in front 2-1. As Orlini Quiros able to work around a leadoff double by L.J. Mazzilli and a fielder's choice ground ball. That allowed Hector Sanchez to reach when the shortstop Castillo tried to throw to third and get the lead man out, and was unsuccessful in doing so. But the Revs keep it a one-run game, and it'll be Jake Fisher to the mound for the Ducks for inning number 6. Top of the order, 2 up for the Revolution. Fresh local coffee now brewing at the first and third base concession stands at Bethpage Ballpark. Homebrewed iced coffee is available at the Duck Island Kitchen. Grab yourself a hot or iced Ducks blend from Hampton Coffee Company on your next visit to the ballpark. First pitch to J.P. Sportman is taken on the outside corner for strike 1. Sportman 1 for 2 today. He flied to left in the first inning, then singled to right, a bloop shot to right in the third, but got stranded at first base. The 0-1, big curveball from Fisher, and it misses upstairs to even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Sportman 2 for 5 yesterday, after going 1 for 5 in the series opener. 1-1 curveball. This one just catches the outside corner for a strike, much to the chagrin of Sportman, and that'll run the count to 1-2. Defense playing straight away for the righty hitter. Fisher's 1-2 pitch is a fastball that runs way upstairs. And that'll even up the count at 2-2. Sanchez flashes the signs. Fisher is ready. 2-2. Foul ball deep down the left field line, way out in front of it was Sportman, and knocks it out of the ballpark. We'll do it again at 2-2. Sportman in his first season here with the York Revolution. First multi-RBI game of the season in last night's contest as he grounds one foul. Ground ball up the third base line. So we'll do it again with a count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. He had a 3-run triple that tied the game on Thursday at New Britain that was wiped off the board with the rain out. Fouled off back behind the plate here by Sportman. This will go up into the crowd out of play. Third 2-strike foul ball of this at bat. We'll do it again at 2-2. Again, in that game Thursday, the Revolution had rallied back late. They took a lead in the 7th over the Bees after trailing 3-0 going into the inning. Another 2-2 ripped to short. Backhanded on one hop by Frias. His throw to first is just in time to get Sportman. Good quick throw by Vladimir Frias. 1 away in the 6th. And that'll bring up the second baseman, Alexi Casilla. So as I was saying, the Revs took a 5-3 lead with a 5-run 7th inning. However, they could not complete the bottom of the 7th. They were 1 out away from doing so when rain forced the delay of the game and eventually called the game. And by league rule, the score goes back to what it was at the completion of the previous inning. The last completed inning. First pitch here is a strike on the inside corner to Alexi Casilla. And that was 3-0 in favor of New Britain, so the Bees walked away with a rain-shortened win And a tough break for the Revolution, who had gone in front 5-3 in the 7th. Quite a bizarre situation. The 0-1 on the ground, foul along the third baseline. And the count goes to 0-2. Tough to see. Fisher up to 83 pitches on the day, 50 of them for strikes. 2-1. Fly ball high in the air to shallow left. Frias shading his eyes from the sun, battling that sun, and he makes the catch. Boy, that sun giving the shortstop and left fielder fits. And Frias seemed to have a beat on it. Shading his eyes from the sun, he's able to make that catch. 2 away in the 6th inning. And that'll leave it up to the catcher, Isaiah Tejeda. So now the Ducks offense will have to try and battle back after they are now behind 3-2. And how big does it loom that Long Island was unable to score in the top half of the inning when they had a leadoff double from L.J. Mazzilli and runners at the corners with 1 out. First pitch breaking ball is a strike on the outside corner, 0-1 on Tejeda, who was flying to center and grounded to third. An opportunity for the Ducks to extend their lead, and they could not do so, especially when Washington got ahead 3-0 in the count, swing and a miss. And the count quickly 0-2. Washington swung away at a 3-0 pitch as he got the green light and ended up fouling it off, eventually struck out in the inning. Now it'll be up to the Ducks offense to try and battle back once again. Be an 0-2 delivery from Fisher to Tejeda. Kicking the pitch, swinging a line drive in the air to shallow center field. That ball is going to dunk in for a base hit. It caroms towards the right fielder, L.J. Mazzilli. So Tejeda's got his first hit of the day, a bloop single to right. Third hit for the Revolution in the inning off of Fisher, their 7th of the game. And now that'll bring Wellington Dotel, the right fielder, to the plate. So here is Wellington Dotel to the plate. He will bat from the right side. First pitch, and the fastball misses upstairs for ball 1. Dotel 0 for 2 on the day. He has grounded out to shortstop twice. Fisher's 1-0. Fastball runs upstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Last couple of times, Fisher in his final inning has seemed to run out of gas a little bit and gotten tagged for a few runs. So the Ducks will have to pay close attention to that. 2-0. Dotel smacks one foul to the first base side out of play. That'll move the count to 2-1. Fisher comes set. Runner takes his lead at first. The 2-1 pitch fouled right back to the screen behind the plate. That'll even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Fisher's trying to work out of any further trouble here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 2-2 the count. 2 outs, a runner at first. The pitch. Ground ball weakly hit foul along the third base line. So we'll do it again. Add 2-2 on Dotel. Last night, Dotel had a hit and 4 at-bats, scored a run. He picked up his 2nd triple of the year to account for his own hit. 2-2 again. Curveball hit on the ground to the right side of the infield. Lombardozzi makes the play, spins and throws in time. Another fine play by Ducks second baseman Steve Lombardozzi, and he retires Dotel for the final out of this 6th inning. However, the Revolution have taken their 2nd lead of the day. They pick up 2 runs in the inning on 3 hits. The big blow, the 2-run home run by Melky Mesa. No errors, 1 man left. We'll head to the 7th. New ball game here at PeoplesBank Park with the Revolution in front of the Ducks, 3-2.
Hey fans, this is infielder Vladimir Frias, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Imagine you can't feel your arm, you can't speak. There's a blood clot in your brain. You're having a stroke. You're taken to the Stroke and Brain Aneurysm Center at Good Samaritan Hospital, the South Shore's only comprehensive stroke center. Now imagine a team of neurosurgeons with the most advanced equipment, pinpointing the blood clot and the quickest way to remove it. And imagine coming home with no side effects. The Stroke and Brain Aneurysm Center at Good Samaritan Hospital, 631-376-4444, a member of Catholic Health Services.
Tickets for your Long Island Ducks are on sale now. With 20 fireworks shows, new on-field promotions, and premium giveaways throughout the season, don't miss out on all the family fun at Bethpage Ballpark.
Hey Ducks fans, it's Wally Backman, manager of your Long Island Ducks. I'm looking forward to seeing you at the ballpark this year. Get tickets at liducks.com.
For tickets, call 631-940-TIXX or head to liducks.com.
Well, we go to the 7th inning with the Revolution now in front, 3-2 over the Long Island Ducks. For fans who are tuning into today's game, it appears, at least on our end, that we might be having some issues with our stream on YouTube. Not quite sure if you're all experiencing the same thing on your end. However, we are still broadcasting live on Facebook and on liducks.com. Both of those still seem to be up and running. So if you were tuned in on YouTube and having trouble, you can watch us on liducks.com and Facebook Live, at least for the time being. We head to the 7th with the Ducks now trailing. Jamison McGrain has taken over on the mound for the Revolution. And for the Ducks, it'll be their 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up. Moreno, Vladimir Frias, and Matt Dendecker. Moreno thought about bunting, pulls back, and he takes the first pitch from McGrain low for ball 1. Time here as the ball got loose from the Revolution bullpen down the right field line. Orlani Quiros pitches a scoreless inning in the 6th. He got in trouble, allowed a leadoff double to L.J. Mazzilli, but no runs, no walks, and struck out 2. Escaped a first and third one-out jam, striking out Olton, getting Fields to ground out. 1-0, Moreno takes a fastball, strike at the knees. That'll even up the count at 1-1. For McGrain, he is making his 11th appearance of the year, no record of 4.32 ERA, 4 runs allowed in 8 1/3 innings. He's allowed 9 hits and 8 walks while striking out 10. Moreno takes down and in on a slider. That'll move the count to 2-1. Moreno 0 for 2 today with a ground out to first and a fly out to left. From the stretch, the 2-1. Fly ball in the air to left field. Melky Mesa barely having to move. Makes the catch, 1 away. So Moreno with a fly ball to left for the second time today, 0 for 3 on the afternoon. And with 1 away, that is going to bring up the shortstop, Vladimir Frias. It's also time for our trivia question today, where we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks, the Atlantic League, and baseball as a whole. So we'll get you the question here momentarily. By the way, Cody Mincy's starting to get loose in the bullpen for the Ducks down the left field line, so that could signal the end of Jake Fisher's afternoon, after he allows the 2 runs in the 6th inning on Mesa's home run. First pitch to Frias, and takes a fastball low for ball 1. Frias has tripled to right and flied to right, hit the fly out to right pretty deep as well, so he's hit the ball hard twice today, 1 for 2, a triple his first of the year. 1-0, fouled straight back to the screen behind the plate, and the count 1-1. Well, we told you that last night the Ducks had 19 hits in their win, which was their most in a single game this year. Last year, their single game high for hits was 20. We want to know who the Ducks did that against. Their most hits in a single game last year was 20. Who did they collect those 20 hits against? We'll let you think about it. We'll give you the answer in the bottom of the inning. 1-1 is downstairs, and the count goes to 2-1 on Frias. McGrain pitched here on Friday night in the series opener, retired the only batter he faced when he took over in the 6th inning for Matthew Grimes, and induced a foul pop off the bat of Rando Moreno. Timeout called here. I'm not quite sure why. I believe another baseball got loose from the Revolution bullpen. So now we're ready to resume once again. 2-1. Frias, a broken bat flare in a left center field. Long run for J.P. Sportman. He dives, can't make the catch. It'll land for a base hit. Frias takes a big turn at first, and now he'll retreat. So the second hit of the day for Vladimir Frias, just out of the reach of Sportman, who gets a nice hand for the diving effort. But Frias has his second hit of the day, and the Ducks put the tying run aboard with one out in the top half of the seventh inning. So 1 on, 1 out. And up to the plate steps Matt Dendecker, who's got a hit and 3 at-bats today for the series. 2 hits and a total of 13 at-bats. Picked up a double, an RBI, and a run scored, all back in the third inning. First pitch, and Dendecker fouls one back to the screen behind home plate for strike 1. Dendecker popped to first in the first inning, a double to center field that drove in a run in the third, plating Vladimir Frias, then scored on L.J. Mazzilli's sac fly. And Dendecker fly to center his last time up back in the fifth inning. Frias has good speed at first. The 0-1 from McGrain, and Dendecker takes a slider inside. That'll even up the count at 1-1. Frias on the year is 4 for 5 in the stolen base department. Did get caught stealing, not in this series, but in the previous series, I believe, against the Barnstormers. Yes, on Tuesday night. Runner goes here. Pitch is taken for a strike. The throw down to second base is not in time. So Frias is in there safely with a steal. The count moves to 1-2 on Dendecker. But now the Ducks get the tying run into scoring position as Frias picks up his 5th stolen base of 2019. Got a good jump on that pitch from McGrain. And even a good throw from Tejeda was unable to get him. So now the count 1-2, and the Ducks a base hit away from tying the game at 3. McGrain gets the sign and comes set on the mound. Kicks and fires the 1-2. Dendecker takes a breaking ball that misses down and in. Good eye by Matt Dendecker. An inviting pitch to chase. He would not do so, though. And that evens things up at 2-2. Each team now with 7 hits on the day. But Mesa's 2-run home run in the 6th has put the Revolution back in front. Frias leads off second. The 2-2. Inside, almost hit. But able to get out of the way of it. Now the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. So the count full at 3-2 on Dendecker. A walk here would put the go-ahead run on base with 1 out. And the dangerous Steve Lombardozzi waiting in the on-deck circle. McGrain comes set. Right-hander's payoff pitch. On the way to the plate. And Dendecker a swing and a miss for strike 3 as he cuts through a high fastball. First strikeout for McGrain, the 8th for the Revolution pitching staff this afternoon. A big second out for Jamison McGrain. And with 2 away, that is going to leave it up to Steve Lombardozzi for Long Island. So Dendecker down on strikes. He's now 1 for 4 on the afternoon. Here is Lombardozzi, who is 1 for 2 with a single, a sac bunt, and a strikeout. Trying to come up with a base hit here to bring home Frias and tie the game at 3. First pitch on the way. Lombardozzi takes a fastball that just nipped the outside corner for strike 1. Single to left field in his first at bat of the day that extended his hitting streak and his on-base streak, which is now up to 12 consecutive games for the hitting streak, 21 straight for the on-base streak. McGrain set at the belt, looks to second. The 0-1 inside, missed the corner. Now leaving up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Lombardozzi had a 2-out, 3-run home run in yesterday's game. This year, hitting .267, 8 RBIs with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. McGrain comes set. Here is the 1-1. Kicks and fires. Lombardozzi takes a fastball, led her high for a strike on the inside corner. That'll move the count to 1-2. And McGreen a strike 3 away from getting through the 7th unharmed. Both of Long Island's runs coming in the 3rd inning. They've been kept off the scoreboard since. Stranded a runner on base in the 4th, 2 in the 6th. Frias leads from second. And the 1-2. Ground ball hit to the left side. Grabbed there, bobbled by Coronado. He does not tag the runner, and everybody is safe. How about that? Nate Coronado juggled the baseball. He then tried to tag Frias as he ran by and missed him. Third base umpire Douglas McFarlane making the call. No argument from the Revs. So that'll go down as another fielder's choice where the Revolution do not get an out. And now runners are at first and third with 2 men out for L.J. Mazzilli. I don't know if Coronado will get charged with an error on that play. I think he might. For bobbling that baseball and then just trying to tag the runner as he came by. I think initially he wanted to get the out at first, and then when he bobbled, realized his only chance was to try and tag Frias. So now it's L.J. Mazzilli to the plate. First pitch way outside, and the count 1-0. Mazzilli has a fielder's choice ground out, a sac fly, and a double in his 3 trips to the plate today. So now the tying run at third, the go-ahead run at first. McGrain's 1-0. Lombardozzi takes a strike on the outside corner, belt high. Mazzilli thought it was up, and letting home plate umpire Bill Worthington know. Count 1-1. They have put an error up on the board. It is a fielding error by Nate Coronado, his 11th error of the year. Now the 1-1 pitch. Mazzilli checks his swing. He takes just off the outside corner. Might have been a little upstairs as well. And the count moves to 2-1. You talk to those around the Revolution, they talk about plays like that. Defensive miscues, especially big on the Revolution side. They're last in the league in fielding percentage. Coming into play today with a .965 fielding percentage. They lead the league with 44 errors. And that's a big reason why they are where they are at in the standings. 2-1. Mazzilli takes a fastball. That nips the inside corner for a strike. So that'll even up the count at 2-2. And McGreen again a strike 3 away from escaping trouble here in the 7th inning. Frias picked up a 1-out single. He stole second. And after a strikeout, moved to third when Lombardozzi reached on the error. It'll be a 2-ball, 2-strike, 2-out pitch with 2 men on from McGreen to Mazzilli. Kick, the pitch, way outside on a fastball. And now that'll run the count full at 3-2. That'll give Lombardozzi, who has good speed, the head start from first, and an extra base hit could give the Ducks the lead. There's action in both bullpens. Another ball escaping from the Revolution bullpen down the right field line. Cody Mincy has been getting loose for the Ducks down the left field line. We cannot tell. I believe it is Jared Martin who has been getting loose for the Revolution down the right field side. So we will have a 3-ball, 2-strike, 2-out pitch from McGreen to Mazzilli. The Ducks trailing by 1. They have the tying run at third, the go-ahead run at first. Here's the 3-2. And Mazzilli pops one in the air, foul, first base side. This is going to drift out of play. So Mazzilli fights one off to stay alive, and we'll do it again with the count full. Certainly the tightest of the ball games here in this series. And the Revs did battle back to make it a game yesterday after falling behind big early. Each side has led today. The Revs have their second lead of the day. Long Island trying to fight back. Another 3-2. Runner goes from first, and the pitch is a check swing. They appeal to first. No swing, says Thomas Gandolfo Jr. From our vantage point, that seemed like the right call. Looked like Mazzilli held up. So that's ball 4. McGreen allows the 2-out walk to Mazzilli. That'll load up the bases for the Ducks. Just the second walk of the day issued by the Revolution pitching staff, and a good at-bat by L.J. Mazzilli to get aboard. That'll load up the bases, and with left-handed hitting David Washington coming to the plate, Mark Mason will come out of the dugout. He'll take the baseball from McGreen, and we will have a pitching change. Third reliever of the day coming in for the York Revolution. The Long Island Ducks trailing 3-2, but they've got the bases loaded and 2 out, top of the 7th inning.
Hey fans, this is manager Wally Backman, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Imagine you can't feel your arm, you can't speak. There's a blood clot in your brain. You're having a stroke. You're taken to the Stroke and Brain Aneurysm Center at Good Samaritan Hospital, the South Shore's only comprehensive stroke center. Now imagine a team of neurosurgeons with the most advanced equipment, pinpointing the blood clot and the quickest way to remove it. And imagine coming home with no side effects. The Stroke and Brain Aneurysm Center at Good Samaritan Hospital, 631-376-4444, a member of Catholic Health Services.
Tickets for your Long Island Ducks are on sale now. With 20 fireworks shows, new on-field promotions, and premium giveaways throughout the season, don't miss out on all the family fun at Bethpage Ballpark.
Hey Ducks fans, it's Wally Backman, manager of your Long Island Ducks. I'm looking forward to seeing you at the ballpark this year. Get tickets at liducks.com.
For tickets, call 631-940-TIXX or head to liducks.com.
Big moment in the ball game here at PeoplesBank Park. The Revolution have jumped back in front 3-2 in the bottom of the 6th inning, thanks to a 2-run home run from Melky Mesa. But Long Island threatening to at least pull even, if not take the lead here in the 7th. A 1-out single from Vladimir Frias, who then stole second base. Matt Dendecker struck out swinging, but Steve Lombardozzi reached on an error by Nate Coronado, who bobbled the ground ball and then tried to tag Frias and missed. L.J. Mazzilli worked out a walk on 7 pitches. And so now the bases are loaded with 2 out for the Ducks, and up to the plate will step David Washington, who is 1 for 3 on the day with a single and 2 strikeouts. He had a big day yesterday with 4 hits, including a double and 2 home runs, 4 RBIs on the day. And we'll try and come up with a big hit here. Again, Frias at third, Lombardozzi at second, Mazzilli at first, all 3 with good speed. And lefty Jared Martin takes over on the mound to set up the lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch, Washington takes a fastball inside, and the count goes to 1-0. Washington this season against left-handed pitching, hitting .241, 3 home runs and 8 RBIs. The 1-0. High fly ball foul down the third baseline, out of play. And that'll run the count to 1-1. Jared Martin, the pitcher for the York Revolution. This year has given up 4 hits to lefties. They're hitting .267. 1-1, swing and a miss. He cuts through a fastball, belt high over the outside corner. Martin ahead 1-2, and a strike away from getting out of trouble here in the inning. Bases loaded for Long Island with 2 men out. Washington this year, this is first at bat with the bases loaded. He actually drew a walk in his only other situation with the bases loaded. 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Jared Martin blows the fastball by Washington, who has struck out for the 3rd time today, and Martin gets out of trouble here in the 7th inning. So the Ducks, for the 2nd inning in a row, waste a big opportunity. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, a walk as well. The Ducks leave the bases loaded, and Long Island has left 8 on base today. We go to the bottom of the 7th, time to stretch, 3-2 Revolution.
Hey fan, this is Ramon Carrera, and you listen to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Sayville Ford, the no-fees dealer, has been family-owned and operated since 1957. Their state-of-the-art facility features a spacious showroom with a giant inventory of new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles. Plus, every vehicle comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Some exclusions apply. And their service department is open from 6 a.m. to 1 a.m. with enclosed service drives for your convenience and comfort. Sayville Ford, Long Island's Ford Giant, is conveniently located off exit 50 on Sunrise Highway or online at SayvilleFord.com.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt, and autographed baseball. Refreshments including hot dogs, chips, cupcakes, frozen ice treats, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Back-to-back innings for the Ducks in which they had opportunities to score and they missed out in both situations. A leadoff double for the Ducks in the sixth. They had runners at the corners, one out. A strikeout and a ground out ended that threat. A one-out single for Vladimir Frias in the seventh, who took second on a stolen base, but a strikeout. Loaded the bases. David Washington strikes out against Jared Martin. Ducks have left 5 on base over the past 2 innings, 8 for the game, and the Revolution maintain a 1-run lead. So Jake Fisher is out of the game after 6 innings. New pitcher in is right-hander Cody Mincy. Fisher in line for the loss. He cannot get the win. And right now the pitcher of record is going to be Orlani Quiros, who pitched a scoreless inning in the 6th before the Revolution took the lead. Henry Castillo will lead things off against Cody Mincy, who pitched and got the win here on Friday night with an inning and a third of scoreless relief. Be the bottom of the order for the Revolution: Castillo, Coronado, and Trapp. So all things considered, better from Fisher compared to his previous 2 starts in which he really struggled on the mound, but still again could get the loss. In today's game, wins and losses aren't such a big deal so much in terms of what scouts and others look at in judging pitchers. But for any pitcher, when he gets a quality start, 6 innings, 2 earned runs, he wants a victory. And unfortunately for Fisher, the Ducks offense not quite as potent today as it was yesterday. First pitch, fastball here from Mincy, misses, I'm guessing, just a little bit up and away. It was a close pitch. And they count 1-0 on Castillo, who has popped foul the first and struck out swinging. There's the 1-0. And the pitch swung and grounded foul to the first base side. Evens the count up at 1-1. So Fisher goes 6 innings today, He gives up 7 hits, 3 runs, 2 of which were earned. Did not walk a batter and struck out just 1. And the home run, which has been a bugaboo for him all year long, his 7th long ball allowed. And this is his 7th start. The Mesa 2-run home run, proving to be the difference in the game. Swing and a miss here as Castillo chases outside on the pitch from Mincy, 1-2. Fisher threw 94 pitches on the day, 58 of them for strikes. At best, he'll stay 2-3. At worst, he'll fall to 2-4. Ducks still have 2 innings offensively to try and come back in this game. Be a 1-2 pitch from Mincy. Gets the sign from Sanchez and comes set. Deals to the plate, and Castillo a fly ball in the air to right. LJ Mazzilli drifts to his left, and he'll make the catch for the first out in the bottom of the 7th inning. Time to get you the answer to our trivia question today. Again, the Ducks had 19 hits yesterday, their most in a single game this year. We wanted to know who they got their highest hit total against last year in a single game. We told you it was 20, and the answer was the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. That was, of course, the opening night 27-9 win for the Ducks last year. And Long Island set a new franchise record for runs in a single game. They had 20 hits that night in the rout over Southern Maryland. First pitch cut on and missed for strike 1 by Nate Coronado, who has lined out twice today, once to second, once to short, and also just committed an error in the field in the top half of this 7th inning, though it did not end up coming back to bite the Revs. 0-1. Breaking ball misses down and in from Mincy. That'll even up the count at a ball and a strike. Again, Mincy pitched an inning and a third scoreless here on Friday night. Took over for Joe Iorio with the tying runs on base in the 5th and struck out back-to-back hitters to get out of trouble. 1-1 popped up in the air behind second. Vladimir Frias on the outfield makes the call and the catch. So Coronado now 0 for 3. That's the second out here in the 7th. And with 2 away, that'll leave it up to Justin Trapp. Overall this year, Mincy has pitched in 5 games for the Ducks, 1-0 record. He's allowed 3 runs on 3 hits and 3 walks in 3 2/3 innings while striking out 3. Peter Tago has begun to get loose in the bullpen down the right field line for the Revolution. Will likely come in and pitch the 8th after Martin got out of trouble in the 7th. Swing and a miss by Trapp as he chases down and away against Mincy. 0-1 the count. Trapp an infield single to short in the 3rd and a fly out to left in the 5th. Mincy comes set at the belt and the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Good hard fastball from Mincy. The scoreboard had that one at 93 miles an hour. And the count quickly 0-2 on Trapp. Revs have been retired in order 3 different times in this game, the 2nd, the 4th, and the 5th innings. And Mincy trying to do the same here in the 7th. 0-2. Breaking ball foul down the right field line ahead of play. We'll do it again at 0-2. Each team with 7 hits, but it's the Revs who have the 1-run advantage as they try and salvage the finale of this series before heading to High Point. Ducks trying to complete a 3-game series sweep for the 2nd time on this field this year before they head up to New Britain, Connecticut. 0-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Good slider over the outside corner. Retired is Trapp. First strikeout for Mincy, and he retires the Revs in order in the bottom of the 7th. We'll take this game to the 8th here in York, Pennsylvania. 3-2, the Revolution leading the Ducks.
Hey fan, this is a pitcher Amali Diaz, and you listen to the Ducks baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it. The color of my new Nicolat patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolak walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolak pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolak's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolak. Visit Nicolak.com.
Hey kids, are you looking for even more fun when you come out to a Long Island Ducks game? Then be sure to head on over to the brand new Ducks Fun Zone. It's located on the main concourse down the right field line. There you'll find 3 brand new inflatables, including the Duck Tail Slide, the Bounce House, and an obstacle course. Enjoy unlimited access to all 3 inflatables for just $5 every game. That's the Long Island Ducks Fun Zone, open during all home games at Bethpage Ballpark.
Game, the Revolution leading the Ducks as we go to the 8th inning. Final game of this 3-game series. Peter Tago will be the 4th reliever to appear today, for the York Revolution. Takes over after Jared Martin gets arguably the biggest out of this game, striking out David Washington on 4 pitches. With the bases loaded and 2 out, Ducks had the tying run at 3rd, the go-ahead runs at 1st and 2nd. But Washington striking out for the 3rd time today. And ultimately, the Revs keep the 1-run lead. So, we go to the 8th inning. And for the Ducks, it'll be Sanchez, Olt, and Fields due up to the plate. Tago takes over on the hill. He pitches from the right side. First pitch, swung and ripped to the right side of the infield. Grabbed by Casilla on the outfield grass. He throws to first in time for the out. Big play by Alexi Casilla as he robs Sanchez of the base hit. And that is the first out of this 8th inning. That would have not been the way the Revs wanted to start the inning. With a base hit if it goes to the outfield, but Casilla makes the play. Sanchez now 1 for 4 on the day. And with 1 out, that'll bring up Mike Oltz to the plate. For Tago, this is his 11th appearance of the year. No record, an ERA of 6. First pitch misses down and away for ball 1. 9 innings of work. He's allowed 9 runs, 6 of them earned. 7 hits, 9 walks, 13 Ks for Tago. 1-0. Olt takes the breaking ball low. 2 balls and no strikes. Olt today has walked once and has struck out twice, both times swinging. So he gets his first action of the week. To not play in the 2 games earlier this week against the Barnstormers, are the first 2 here. 2-0 is fouled off as he chased downstairs and knocked it back behind the plate. The count 2-1. Opponent's hitting .212 against Tago this year. Here comes the 2-1 delivery. And Olt swings and fouls this one over the screen back behind the plate. That'll even things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Daniel Fields will be next for the Ducks. So he waits in the on-deck circle. Tago gets down and comes set. 2-2 breaking ball, a half swing. They appeal to first. No swing, says Thomas Gandolfo Jr. Olt just able to hold up. And now he's going to try and find his way on base here with 1 out in the 8th inning. Tago set at the belt. Here's the 3-2. Swinging a ground ball hard but foul down the third base line. So we'll do it again with the count full of 3 balls and 2 strikes. There's nothing doing for the Ducks in their bullpen, so it looks as though Mitzi may come back out and pitch the 8th inning for Long Island. Another payoff pitch. Tago deals, and Olta swinging a miss for strike 3. Third time today Mike Olt has struck out. He and Washington each have the hat trick. So that is the 2nd out of the inning. And with 2 away, that is going to leave it up to Daniel Fields. So with 2 away, here is Fields to the plate from the left side. He is 0 for 3 on the afternoon. 7 hits for the Ducks today, but 5 of those came over the first 4 innings. Pitch misses outside here for ball 1. That doesn't mean the Ducks have not had base runners over these last 2 innings, but they have stranded 5 of them on the base paths and have not been able to score. 1-0. Fields takes a fastball strike inside corner from Tago. Evens the count at 1-1. Tago, a native of Harbor City, California, 6'3", 215 pounds. 26-year-old right-hander, kicks and deals. Fields a swing and a miss, late on the offering. That'll run the count to 1-2. Fields has good speed, so the Ducks would love to try and get him aboard with Randall Moreno waiting on deck. Tago shakes off Tejeda, and now comes set the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Late on the fastball, Daniel Fields. And Peter Tago works a 1-2-3 8th inning, striking out 2. We head to the bottom half of inning number 8. The Revolution still in front, 3-2 the score.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Ray Fuentes, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to. York Revolution with the lead. 3-2 the score. As we go to the bottom half of the 8th inning, Cody Mincy back to the mound for his second inning of relief, as he pitched a 1-2-3 inning in the 7th, striking out 1. Peter Tago did the same in the top of the 8th, struck out 2 though. As we go to the bottom half of the 8th inning, it'll be J.P. Sportman to lead things off for the Revolution. First pitch on the way from the righty. Taken upstairs for ball 1. Sportman today is 1 for 3 with a single to right. He has also flied to left and grounded to short. Single coming back in inning number 3. 1-0. And the breaking ball misses in tight. 2 balls, no strikes. So 2-0 the count as Mincy comes set. Here's the kick and the pitch. Sportman takes a strike this time. Fastball over the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike to count. On the out-of-town scoreboard, Barnstormers holding a 3-1 lead over the Blue Crabs. Actually, that game has gone final. So Lancaster gets another victory at home over the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. 2-1 here is fouled back to the screen. That'll even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kyle Davies, the win, improved to 3-1. Darryl Thompson, the loser, fell to 2-4. And Cody Epley picked up his 7th save of the year. Casey Hobson hitting his 8th home run. Dan Gamash's 4th of the season for the Barnstormers in the victory. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Mincy blows the fastball by J.P. Sportman. Second strikeout for Cody Mincy, and there's the first out in the 8th inning. Down in High Point, North Carolina, New Britain has rallied. They have a 4-3 lead in the 5th inning over the Rockers. Friedrich, the starter for New Britain, is still pitching. Johnson done after 4 1/3 for High Point. Morris is now on the mound. Schaefer with 2 RBIs for High Point. Gomez with the other. Bijan Rademacher, his 2nd home run of the year for New Britain. Alexi Casita to the plate here for York. He's got 2 infield singles and 2 runs on the day. First pitch, and he runs up as if he was going to try and smack one towards third, takes the pitch outside, and the count 1-0. Casilla ricocheted a base hit off of Fisher in the 1st, then singled to third base in the 6th, where Moreno made a fabulous play, but the throw to first could not be scooped out by Mike Olt. 1-0, squares the bunt, pulls back, takes a strike on the outside corner, and that'll even things up at 1-1. Skeeters Patriots later tonight down in Texas. Mets and the Diamondbacks at 4:10 out in Arizona. Steven Matz for the Mets, Merrill Kelly for the Diamondbacks. 1-1. There's a strike. Fastball right down the middle to Casilla, and the count 1-2. Yankees Red Sox under the lights at Yankee Stadium tonight at 7 o'clock. It'll be CC Sabathia for the Yankees, David Price for Boston. And the Golden State Warriors Toronto Raptors, Game 2 of the NBA Finals up north of the border. Slashed foul to the third base side. We'll do it again at 1-2. So the count remains 1-2 on Casilla. Melky Mesa, who is the hero right now for the Revs with his 2-run home run back in the 6th inning, waits in the on-deck circle. Mincy's 1-2. And Casillas swing and a miss for strike 3. Ball was dropped by Sanchez, who applies the tag. 3 strikeouts in a row for Cody Mincy. That's the 2nd out here in the 8th inning. Now a 2-way, that'll leave it up to Melky Mesa. Looking ahead of the 9th inning, it'll be 8, 9, and 1 in the order for the Ducks. Moreno, Frias, and Dendecker due up to the plate. Moreno 0 for 3, Frias 2 for 3, Dendecker 1 for 4. The Ducks do have some options on the bench with Kirk Neuenhuis and Lou Ford. And we were told Pat Young was getting loose in the bullpen. First pitch here, fouled back to the screen, and the count 0-1. I don't believe Young is throwing right now, though. Does not look like any action going on, so either Young is ready or Peter Tago is coming back out for the 9th. Mesa had a single to center in the 1st inning, popped to short in the 3rd, and then hit the 2-run home run over the arch nemesis in left field back in the 6th that gave the Revs the lead. This pitch misses low, and that'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Cody Mincy's retired the first 5 he has faced out of the bullpen, trying to make it 6 for 6 if he can get through the 8th and retire Mesa here. 1-1. Popped up high in the air to left field. Daniel Fields drifting back a couple steps and to his left. Still drifting left, and he makes the catch. Ball seemed to take a tail towards center field a little bit, but he makes the catch. And 6 up, 6 down out of the bullpen for Cody Mincy with 3 strikeouts. Nice performance by him. We go to the 9th. Last chance for the Ducks to try and sweep this series. They trail 3-2.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Vin Mazzaro, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
We asked people across Long Island, what does energy efficiency mean to you?
Energy efficiency? It means finding ways to save a few dollars on my electric bill each month.
PSEG Long Island is introducing smart technologies that let you control just how much energy you use.
To me, it really is important to keep Long Island green so future generations can enjoy our island's beauty.
And we're partnering on renewable sources that will keep Long Island sustainable for generations. Discover all of our energy efficiency programs at psegLiny.com/efficiency.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owl's party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nickalock Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Well, on to the 9th inning we go at PeoplesBank Park. 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the Revolution. 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Ducks. Rando Moreno set to lead off. He'll be followed by Vladimir Frias and then Matt Dendecker. Right-hander Pat Young will take over on the mound the second time he is pitching in this series. He came in the 9th inning on Friday night and had some control problems, walking both Vladimir Frias and Matt Dendecker, who are both due up in the inning. Then allowed a balk and a sac fly by Steve Lombardozzi, plated a run. So the Ducks need 1 to tie, 2 to take the lead. Vladimir Frias will wait on deck. Rando Moreno will lead off. And the first pitch from Young. Moreno runs up, takes the pitch for a strike at the knees, 0-1. Peter Tago was scoreless in the 8th. He struck out 2 and retired the Ducks in order. Young's 0-1. Moreno takes inside. Did that catch his back foot? He lost the bat. I don't think it ended up hitting his foot. So I believe the count is now even at 1 ball and 1 strike. It sounded like it hit something, but I don't think it caught Moreno. And so the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Young this year, 0-1, a 4.32 ERA. He's bidding for his 2nd save of the year in 3 opportunities. 4 runs allowed in 8 1/3 innings. He has allowed 2 hits and 5 walks while striking out 10. Again, he walked 2 here the other night, so patience is a key for the Ducks. 1-1. Moreno was swinging a miss as he went after a breaking ball diving down and in. So Young jumps in front at 1-2. Good performance by Cody Mincy out of the bullpen for Long Island. 6 up, 6 down with 3 strikeouts to keep this a 1-run ball game in relief of Jake Fisher. 1-2, and Moreno just gets a piece of it, fouls it off to the first base side of the plate. So he battles to stay alive. Moreno 0 for 3 today with a ground out and 2 flyouts. He had a pair of hits yesterday, a single, a double, and a run scored. And a hit and 4 at bats with an RBI and a run scored on Friday night. 1-2 again. Breaking ball misses outside, leaving the count up at 2-2. Coronado playing right along the line at third. Nash doing the same at first. Shortstop shaded to the middle. 2-2. Swing and a foul tip. Moreno just caught a piece of it. Just a little piece off the end of the bat. You can clearly hear that through our crowd microphone here at PeoplesBank Park. So it keeps the count alive for Moreno. And another 2-2 pitch coming from Young. Righty is ready to pitch. Swinging a ground ball foul off the facing of the Revolution dugout on the first base side. Young, a 6'7", 240-pound right-hander out of the Woodlands, Texas, 27 years old. Reached Double-A in his career, but never any higher than that. In his first season here with the York Revolution. 2-2. Ground ball, weakly hit up the first baseline. It's going to kick foul. Moreno again with a 2-strike foul ball, his fourth of this at-bat. Putting together a good at-bat here, trying to work his way on to begin the inning. Yeah, the Ducks trying to rally back here as they bid for their second 3-game sweep of the season at this ballpark. They did so in the first series of the year, April 26th through the 28th. 2-2. Ground ball hit to second base. Alexi Casilla fields and throws to first in time. And on the 9th pitch of the at-bat, Young gets Moreno to ground out for the first out of the inning. The Revolution, meanwhile, have dropped 7 consecutive games since a win here over the Barnstormers last Saturday. They are trying to avoid their first 8-game losing streak in franchise history. 7 has tied their franchise-long losing streak, and Melky Mates' 2-run home run in the 6th might be enough to do it for them. But now it is Vladimir Frias, who has had a good day at the plate today. 2 hits, a single, a triple. He has scored a run and has also stolen a base. Long Island would love to get him on base with his speed and bring the top of the lineup to the plate. So Frias will dig into the batter's box from the left side as Young will look in from the mound. Righty gets the sign and comes set. His first pitch. Frias takes a fastball just a little bit low and outside. Isaiah Tejeda cannot believe it, and he's having a conversation with home plate umpire Bill Worthington, who's telling him just throw the baseball back to the mound. So Tejeda and Worthington now going back and forth at home plate as Frias has made his way all the way out of the batter's circle. 1-0 the count on Frias. It's been frustrating for the Revs. They want everything going their way to try and get this victory and end the losing skid. Now the 1-0. Frias is swinging a miss as he chased downstairs. 1-1. Frias did draw a walk against Young here on Friday night. A 1-out walk and eventually scored an insurance run on Lombardozzi's sac fly. 1-1. Ground ball hit to second. Racing over is Alexi Casilla. He'll shovel it to first for the out. So Frias retired, back-to-back groundouts to second for the Ducks offense. And with 2 away, that is going to leave it up to Matt Dendecker. So Young an out away, from his second save of the year. And the Revolution an out away from ending their 7-game losing streak. In their way is Matt Dendecker, who today is 1 for 4 with a double, an RBI, and a run scored. Struck out its last time up, that was in the 7th. First pitch, and the pitch misses down and in for ball 1. And the Ducks looking back right now, game not over yet, but a couple of big missed opportunities in the 6th and the 7th. And the 6th with the lead and the 7th trailing by a run that they missed out on. 1-0, swing and a miss. Dendecker cuts through the fastball. And the count even at 1-1. Had a runner at second with nobody out. First and third with 1 out in the 6th. Could not score. They had a runner at second with 1 out in the 7th. Bases loaded, 2 outs. And could not play to run. 1-1 here. Down and away. We'll move the count to 2-1 on Dendecker. And if Dendecker can get aboard, that would bring Steve Lombardozzi to the plate. Each team with 7 hits. The Revs have a 3-2 lead. 2-1. Ground ball foul. First base side towards the Revs dugout. And leaving the count at 2-2, and York a strike away from ending this 7-game losing streak. Revs trying to defeat the Ducks on this field for the first time this year. Long Island has a 6-2 lead in the season series. They've won all 5 previous meetings on this field here in 2019. 2-2 from Young to Dendecker. On the way to the plate, it is swung on and missed for strike 3. The losing streak is over for the York Revolution as they defeat the Long Island Ducks 3-2 and salvage the finale of this 3-game series. So a night after the Ducks pounded out 12 runs on 19 hits, the offense limited to just 2 runs on 7 hits today, and Melky Mesa's 2-run home run in the 6th proving to be the difference as the Revolution claimed the finale by the final count of 3-2. Don't go anywhere. The post-game show is coming up next. We'll recap this game and hand out the player of the game honors. York takes the final game of this series and ends their 7-game losing streak.
Hey fans, this is catcher Hector Sanchez, and you are listening to Dog Baseball on the Long Island Dogs Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Back here at PeoplesBank Park, a tough one for the Ducks today as they dropped their first game on this field this year. They fall by the count of 3-2. Long Island fell behind early. They went in front in the 3rd and took a lead into the 6th, but a 2-run home run from Melky Mesa proving to be the difference. The Ducks offense not quite as potent today against Duke Von Schaman, and the Revolution bullpen, who threw 4 scoreless innings today against the Ducks. Terrific job by York's bullpen, who has struggled all year long, but today they got the better of the Ducks. And so the Revs end a 7-game losing streak. They claim the finale of this series. The Ducks' 4-game winning streak is complete as well. And Long Island will head up to New Britain, Connecticut for a big 4-game series coming up with the New Britain Bees. Let's go through the recap of this game. The Revs got on the scoreboard first in the bottom of the 1st inning against Jake Fisher, as Fisher gave up an infield single to Alexi Casilla, a base hit to center off the bat of Melky Mesa. A pass ball moved the runners up, and then a sac fly to center off the bat of Telvin Nash, bringing home Casilla. Nash's 25th RBI of the year, an unearned run, and the Revolution had an early 1-0 lead. Ducks were kept off the scoreboard over the first 2 innings against Duke Von Schaman. However, they got on the scoreboard in the 3rd when Vladimir Frias hit his first triple of the year off the wall in right, and then Matt Dendecker followed with an RBI double to tie the game up. After a sac bunt by Lombardozzi moved Dendecker to 3rd, LJ Mazzilli hit a sac fly to right, scoring Dendecker and giving the Ducks a 2-1 lead. David Washington would single to right, but then was caught stealing second to end the inning. Neither side would score in the 4th or 5th innings. In the top of the 6th inning, Orlani Quiros took over on the mound for the Revs and gave up a leadoff double